Hey everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Pop Culture Jungle, where we dive into the latest and greatest in entertainment, gaming, theme parks, and more. I'm your host, George, and joining me, as always, is my amazing co-host, Justin.
I'm on the couch.
He is on the couch.
I'm on the couch. We're in the studio. We can look at each other. It doesn't look like we because I'm looking
away
we're
from
looking,
the camera.
We're both looking to the right, but I'm here in the studio. Hopefully, it isn't that bad of an echo. Should be.
Hopefully, it isn't. We'll have to check the VOD later.
Yeah.
But this is a better layout for where I'm at and set it up. But tonight we've got a jam-packed show for you.
A lot of news this week.
We've got a spooky new Ghost Bride reveal that's making waves. Reports of broken animatronics in a popular attraction.
Oh, God.
The buzz around a brand new game console you won't want to miss. What?
All right.
There's some info out.
Are we doing headlines here?
Exciting updates on Daredevil and what's next for the Man Without Fear.
Wow. That's not the tagline at all.
That is not the tagline at all. And so much more from the world of pop culture. We're here to bring you the latest news, share our takes, and, of course, hear your thoughts. Be sure to jump in the chat and let us know what you're most excited about tonight.
I just realized I'm blocking the chat with my notes.
And do not forget to like the stream, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of the Pop Culture Jungle. So let's dive into it. Sounds good. Cool. Good to hear it. Like to hear it. You saw how to do that?
Yes.
Okay. The stars there is in case I'm ranting and you want to make sure we come back to it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Anywho, jumping into it, we've got
Headline of the week, I'd argue.
one of the big headlines of the week. Nintendo. There's an update. And we get with the update. We don't need the audio.
This is not an update. We don't need the audio.
We don't need the update.
Are we talking over this?
We talk over it. The Nintendo Switch 2 finally got announced.
It's the Switch 1. It's so tiny. What if it was bigger?
Legit. As everybody's putting it, I think they're just using this form factor.
It's going to be a little smaller than the Steam Deck.
So I think the screen's going to probably be...
I'd assume the screen's going to be about the same, but the Joy-Cons seem to be a little smaller.
Let's look and see if one of my OLEDs was right here. Yeah.
I like the new slot of the USB. I think it's better than the bottom.
Well, since it's on both, it makes me wonder if they're going to.
Is it on top and bottom?
I believe so. I believe by the way they worded it that there is going to be a dual slot one.
Oh.
Which, if that's the case, I'm wondering if it's going to be more like what I think it's the ROG Ally does. That you can use the top one for either audio while you're charging on the bottom. You can use it for charging, but you can also use it if you're charging on the bottom as a video output.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we don't need a full dock anymore.
Maybe. All right, so this section here.
Everybody's talking that it may be mouse controls coming to the Switch.
Which, like, that's more goofy Nintendo stuff.
That is goofy Nintendo stuff. I'm glad we both agree on that.
Now, these prongs. What are you feeling of them?
So, okay. First things first, when we're looking at these, do I have that console out?
Do you have your Switch?
It's somewhere around here. It's probably in its case. I think the first reason they're switching the connection. I mean, yes, these are bigger ones, but I think the first reason is because again, the first generation Switch, you could override it and jump it into recovery mode.
Yeah,
which is how people jailbroke it immediately. Yeah. So I think that's the main reason to try and change it. My biggest thing is, I know these are also magnetized in.
Yes.
We don't have any sign of how if they would lock at all.
The lock button is still on the back of the Joy-Cons.
Are they?
Yes. So if you rewind to right before the mouse, you can see it like right around here when it turns around. You might have to reduce the playback speed. But you can see the lock button still. I've never hyperanalyzed a console reveal trailer.
We're gonna go back quite a way. No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, it's covered by the other one. When they do their flippy flu.
Well, maybe that's what that is there.
No, because that's going to be on the inside. Oh.
No, yeah. Like I said, there's not one there.
Unless it's those triggers, but I don't... Did we lose our bumpers?
No, because games are still compatible, so RB, LB have to still be there.
No, they're still there. Yeah.
We just get a...
There's a new trigger. Yeah, there's a new trigger.
I was trying to see if they had
Unless that's the bumper and that's the trigger.
That'd be really...
That'd be real weird.
That'd be really wonky.
No, it's a new trigger.
Yeah, so my biggest thing is I see it breaking. I see it breaking really fast. Be it you're going to get angry and shake it, and it bends them, and it breaks the pins.
Yeah.
Or it's not going to be able to handle after so long of play. Wait. On top of that, you're going to have people who either going to put a case on it, and it's going to add more weight than Nintendo has allowed for.
Yeah.
We already saw at CES. This is why we already had to, we already knew to confirm it was coming. The new fan system that one of the other developers has already come out with. Again, going back to there's a fan system you can hook here to help blow more cool air through the Steam Deck. I'm afraid those are going to break really quick.
Yeah.
I like the sleekness. However, I'm still one of those ones. I like the big flashy controllers. So I'm hoping we still get a flashy color scheme.
Oh, I love this color scheme. As a great Joy-Con enjoyer, I love this color scheme.
Pay more attention to the camera.
I was looking at the camera.
No, you keep spending a lot of time looking this way.
I'm talking to you. That's why.
Well, you can talk to the camera to talk to me.
I suppose I can lower.
That's kind of what I'm doing too. You can what?
I can lower my camera as well.
Yeah, you're a little high.
Oh yeah.
I like the size.
I like the size a lot.
I like again
because I think your Steam Deck is a little too bulky.
Well, no, my Steam Deck is bulky.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck is still going to be bulkier because this is older technology, anyways. But it looks a lot slimmer. It looks.
I think the
I wish I had thought to pull one.
The thickness is going to be the same though.
I think the thickness is going to be the same. I think it looks like that screen is going to be more square-like. So I think it's going to be probably about the same length.
Yeah.
But I think the screen's going to be a little bit taller.
Yeah.
Which is going to be that would feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Because again, you won't need all this extra space here.
No.
Like the Steam Deck has.
There's a new button. Under home.
There is, and I was going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because none of us know what it is.
I've heard it's a C button.
It is. Which on before would always control your camera and such.
But
I'm wondering if, again, they're going to steal from the Steam Deck. Because, again, the Switch made handhelds popular.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck showed how to do it, and this is what everybody copied from that point on.
Yes.
The only difference is those have removable, these don't.
Yes.
On my Steam Deck, the 3 dots button here pulls up quick action menus. So, like, I can change what speed everything's running at. So if I want better battery life, I can slow it down. I'm wondering if we're going to get a menu like that. That maybe we'll be able to either make it play more like it's a dock or handheld mode.
Yeah, but when they just tie that to the quick menu that they already have on the home, the quick home button, where when you hold it, it pulls up that quick menu with your power options and such.
I don't think so because that button, that control would go ahead on the Steam Deck, pulls up over the game while the game's still running.
Yeah,
no
it does that on the.
I haven't played on my Steam Deck for my Switch for a while.
I've heard rumors of capture.
No, that's the square button on the left. They've already had capture. That's how you do all your screenshots. It's why my...
What if it's clipped?
I don't see them adding a separate button just for clips. I see them going ahead and making it that either it's a double tap or whatnot.
Yeah.
Frankly enough, the capture button can go away because my Switch is like hard drive is full of accidental screen grabs.
There's a little bit more.
There's a little bit more.
You can change the playback feed.
Oh, that's graphics. Speed. Let's go 0.75.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we can still easily jump into where we're at. I wish we could see if there's any markings on that new button.
Yeah. I like the new stand. It's like the OLED, but better.
It's like the old, yeah.
Because like that was my number one complaint with Switch 1.0 was it stand.
Okay. So it stole the shoulders from here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird button placement.
It's wraparound triggers too. I like that.
Like it's expecting like your middle fingers.
No, I don't think so. I think you would just drop it.
I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't know what those are going to be for. I personally don't know if I'm going to use them.
Unless those are the locks.
Because
that's where the locks are now.
True.
That might be the lock. This is Mario Kart 10.
This is Mario Kart 10.
This is Mario Kart 10.
But did you notice something at the start of the Mario Kart 10?
No. While we wait for the video to buffer. Come on, bud. Uh-oh.
Did I lose it?
Hello? Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live.
Nintendo, I know, you're probably not used to people looking at this video for this long.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Yes, it's going again. There it goes.
Okay. I was looking at you.
Maybe. Broski.
No, it's playing.
It says it's playing.
Maybe it's not. Oh, it is not playing.
But, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go back. Ah. It looks like we might be getting 24-player Mario Kart.
24?
There it is.
Oh my god.
Look at that. Like,
because cap is 12, right?
Current cap is 12, so it'd be doubling the racer party size. Okay,
how would they remake maps then?
I don't know if we're gonna go back and have old maps.
That'd be crazy.
I'd be all for it.
I'd be for it too.
Because this new map,
this looks crazy. This is Mario Bros. Circuit. This is the flagship. Oh, and then they show the
okay, it's having problems. So, the rest of the stuff that's important of this, 2025, and it's backwards compatible.
Not 100%.
Not 100%, but the other channels and podcasts and such I listen to, and Creator World, everybody's thinking it's going to be more so what's not compatible is going to be like Labo. Because Labo was very specific.
Yeah.
Ring Fit.
Okay.
Because whatever game requires a specific accessory that has to work with the Joy-Cons currently.
That makes sense.
Because these new Joy-Cons obviously won't fit in it.
That makes sense.
That's the bigger thing that everybody's...
I hope that's the case.
Because everything else looks like it matches.
I hope that's the case.
All right. So releasing in 2025, we have the Direct in April.
Yeah. I think Direct, 100% software.
I think it's going to open in hardware.
You think so?
I think we're opening hardware. We're getting people hyped for it. Then we're diving straight to software for the Switch 2.
I mean, like, what is there to get hyped over on
the actual specs? They're actually going into
what are they going to talk about the actual specs?
Not to the point that I think tech, like,
not to the point that we want it
would want to hear.
Yeah,
but at least percentage wise of why should I buy this? Because we're at a point where it's going to be a little finicky, and it's the Wii to Wii U time. If Nintendo does what they
DS to 3DS,
not so much.
You don't think so?
DS to 3DS was actually a pretty. I mean, the hard sell was the price. It wasn't the actual change of it. People understood that there was new hardware, new pieces upgrade. The Switch to the Wii to the Wii U, everybody just assumed the Wii U was just the tablet and was just an add-on that they didn't need.
Yeah,
which is what tanked the Wii U.
That's why I think comparatively the DS to 3DS then, for that argument alone.
No, because again, people understood pretty quickly what the switch of the DS to the 3DS was, not the Wii to the Wii U.
Okay.
So you had mom, dad, and such. We already have a Wii. Why do I need to spend $300 for an accessory? I think the big deal is they're going to have to go ahead and teach the audience why.
Yeah.
Why do I upgrade? I'm going to upgrade.
I mean, I'm going to.
I'm still gonna keep my original Switch for personal reasons.
I have the limited Pokemon Scarlet Violet edition, so I'm keeping my Switch.
I'm hoping we get actual good special editions this time around.
The Pokemon one's good.
Anywho,
the Pokemon one's good.
More
than just special colored Joy-Cons.
Yeah, but I see us starting to try to explain why you need to upgrade.
Yeah.
And then when people start thinking about it, and then you hit them hard with why you need to upgrade on the game side.
Because obviously, do we want to talk about games right now?
We're working our way to it.
Okay.
We got to get to that point.
Okay.
Chillax.
I'm excited because they could be cooking real hard right now.
There's a pretty good lineup of what we might be hearing.
This might be Nintendo's year. This could be Nintendo's year.
My biggest question, does Scarlet actually run okay on it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
But if I were a parent and I had just bought my kid a OLED and then found out about this, does this one have an OLED screen?
That's an important thing.
If so, then okay, I'm again, why am I switching and upgrading? What's the difference? You have to teach that part.
That's the other thing is why wouldn't it have an OLED if they already figured out how to put an OLED on a handheld?
Money, cost, whatever hardware they're putting into it. Because
if we're talking about hardware, do you want to guess prices?
What I'm hearing is everybody's saying 4 to 6.
I think 6 is egregious. Oh my god.
Nintendo.
No, I think 6 is egregious. I think $350 for a regular Switch is fine. I think 6 is egregious.
It's Nintendo. And on top of that, again, I got to go ahead and word it. Supposedly, the inauguration did just happen. Supposedly, there is going to be more tariffs, which means Nintendo importing all of these are going to up the price.
I can see 5. I can definitely see 5. I will pay 5.
Well, like I said, 4 to 6.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in that range. I don't see it coming anywhere lower than that.
I don't think so. If so, 350 maybe, because Switch 1.0 was 350.
I do know on specs wise what we're getting estimated out is Xbox One, PS4 specs.
I've heard PS4 Pro.
I don't think it's going to go that high. We're seeing more Xbox One, PS4. It's still a generation and a half behind.
Yeah.
But it's also a handheld.
Yeah.
I see. I wish I had taken notes. Linus went ahead and was going through a full breakdown.
I was driving, listening to my podcast today
because they were being that we now have actually proof of what the figure model looks like. It gives more credence to some of the Reddit posts that had leaked, the broken apart models of it.
Yeah.
Still NVIDIA graphics and still a AMD processor. 8 gigs of RAM, I want to say it was.
That's not bad.
I think the Switch is 4.
That's not bad at all.
No, it is a significant jump.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I guess, but that's not a lock. So this is gonna push it off.
You think so?
I think so.
You think that's a mechanical push?
I think that's a mechanical push.
I don't like that.
So maybe it helps push back the magnet on that side. I don't know. But to me, looking at this and
it has to be a strong magnet.
It's gonna have
well, that's the other thing is that like if they want it to be very long lasting. I don't know what term I'm looking for. It needs to be a strong magnet because it's going to get dropped. It's going to lose its magnetic pole from being dropped.
Yeah.
So it needs to be strong.
Yeah. Now, going back to the mouse and then the trailer and such, these kind of look like pads to me. And then that
looks like...
that is straightforward a laser.
That looks like a laser to me.
That is straightforward a laser. Let's see what else we got on these ones. So yeah, so most I don't think that list has been released yet.
I don't expect it to. Details will be shared on the Nintendo. I think we're gonna get. I assume everything you see in this picture will be, which like these are like the greatest hits almost.
Well, I mean that's Clubhouse games. That's not a greatest hit.
You know what I mean.
I was just trying to look closer to see if any of the Labo and such is there, which is not.
So. But Scarlet and Violet is.
Still not gonna run well.
Oh no. We're getting a direct on the 2nd,
yes,
which we talked about a little bit already. And then I assume this is Treehouse. Oh. Okay.
I scrolled down and moved it to the side. Sure.
That's a Wednesday. Wednesday.
I already have a Best Buy notified to notify me when I can do every. Oh.
Okay. There's just more from the trailer.
Yeah. These are the hands-on experiences.
Shortly after. Very shortly.
Which,
like, the next week.
Which tells me in this window between the 4th through the 27th is when pre-order is going to go live.
I assume so.
Okay. When's it drop?
You want my honest opinion?
Mm-hmm.
I think June, July.
Based on Nintendo history, I've already put my money down. I think it's June.
Because that gets you out before Christmas.
Yes.
Which, like, obviously they could do November. Everybody in the gaming industry right now knows that November, more than likely, belongs to GTA.
Yeah.
So, obviously, it's Nintendo. It doesn't matter where you are in games. Even movies are going to be affected by GTA. So, I think June, July is a pretty safe bet. Yeah.
Your grandfather's already talking about getting one.
Okay.
Because he's figuring we're all going to have one, so he wants to have one to play games with us while we're traveling. No, so I think June. Normally, in the past, Nintendo's usually been like the first or second week. Because I think
I don't remember Switch one. We're both at computers. Computer! When did Switch 1 release?
Because Switch 1 may have been a
March 3rd, 2017.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be March because the Direct showcasing it is in April. And this allows them to backcap everything that is for Switch 1 up to quarter 2, and then have a quarter 3 and 4 be the mid generation. That both,
Yeah.
What are you pulling up?
I was trying to pull up Nintendo console release history.
Ooh, you know what?
There we go. Okay. So Game & Watch was April. The NES was October. Game Boy was July. The Super NES was August. Virtual was August. Pocket Boy was September. When did they start going forward? Nintendo 64 was September. The Game Boy Light was April. Color was November. They were all over the place for a long time. There it is. So Advance is June. And then the Mini, which nobody cares about. The Pokemon Mini was November. The GameCube was November. The SP was March. So most of their handhelds are usually towards the start of the year. The DS was November for whatever reason. September was Micro. Light was June. I guess really it could then be all over the place. I thought they were more often in June.
But I would put my money on June. All the way.
Yeah. Because like the new 3DS XL was February, and that was a really good launch.
Yeah.
The Switch, in case you didn't know, was a really good launch too. The new 2DS XL was July.
That was not a good launch.
It existed.
Yeah.
Everybody knew the DS was done by this time. The Switch Lite was September. The OLED was October, but those are just mid refreshes.
Yeah. And I don't think we'll be that far out, because why would they announce it now?
So this is over at IGN.
Mm-hmm.
This is that article I was just pointing all this from.
Yeah.
This is their talk of the upcoming Nintendo console. After what felt like a lifetime of leaks and rumors, Nintendo has officially announced Switch 2. The revealed trailer shows a new way to attach Joy-Cons, no more sliding, a bigger screen, and a second USB-C port. It's also looking like you can use your Joy-Cons as a mouse, and it will be interesting to see whether that mechanic is incorporated into any new first-party games or the countless rumored to be ported onto the console. Speaking of games, the trailer showcases what is most certainly seems to be a new Mario Kart with 24 spots on the players on the track. It also confirms the console will be mostly backwards compatible. Analysts and some leaks have estimated the new Switch console will be around $400.
That's what I'm expecting. $450, I can see.
What else do you got? Let's see. Larger
Larger than the Switch. Wow.
Who would have guessed?
I wish they gave us like a percentage.
I don't know. Well, unless you had a tape measure on CES, I don't think anybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
Second, physical, digital. Wow, your second article has no new information compared to the first article.
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
But there, so is due out sometime. We can speculate that the Switch won't release before June, given its hands-on event scheduled runs up to June 1st.
I could see mid-June, July.
I want a calendar. I was thinking, oh, don't look at that.
Don't look at that.
Month, January, February, March, April, May, June. Honestly, I was thinking like the 6th or the 13th.
Yeah.
Well, Nintendo, so probably the 5th or the 12th of the Thursday, but
yeah.
I think it's going to be one of those quick turnarounds. Get it out. It would be right before Father's Day. So it is a gift.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But while we're keeping with the Switch, Switch 2 Mario Kart trailer reveals...
there was more we had to talk about.
What?
Well, there's going to be more games than just Mario Kart.
Correct. these two articles are part of the whole same section. So we're gonna go through that,
All right.
and then we can come back.
All right.
Chill.
I'm chilling.
So, where is this at? This is Game Radar. Wow, we pulled from Game Radar. What a loser.
Well, the other one was like very, very mean, and it used very strong language, and I was like,
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't want to.
Wait, is Game Radar actually going to be against somebody? Anywho, Switch 2 Mario Kart trailer reveals a whole new Donkey Kong, seemingly inspired by the Mario movie DK Ain't Look Right. That's a really weird way to put that sentence.
Yep.
In the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal trailer, what appears to be a whole new Mario Kart game shows off the new design of Mario Kart that makes him look more like his design from the Super Mario movie. People immediately notice Donkey Kong looks different, which is impressive considering he's only in the background of the gameplay. We've seen what appears to be the first official Nintendo Switch 2 game, a new Mario Kart game that presumably is Mario Kart 9.
I think they have a better close-up later.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. One Reset Era user, I don't even know what that is,
I don't know,
writes that we're all thinking DK ain't look right. Journalist Jordan Ullman writes on Twitter, must be factual, what the hell happened to Donkey Kong between Mario Kart 8 and 9? Alongside a zoomed-in screenshot of the gorilla looking deeply haunted. It's the dark outlines around his eyes that do it.
Oh, unless they have the image there, but it's blocked on your thing.
It's not loading.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can probably just look up Donkey Kong redesign and get a good close-up.
What's your thoughts?
They de-rared Donkey Kong.
They did.
That's my thought immediately. That's actually how I found out about it. Was I saw a meme where they put Donkey Kong in the de-rare machine. Yeah, there you go. They de-rared him.
Nope, that's Link. Image. Do you like it or not? I want to hear your opinion before
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I like the more goofy, like Jimmy Neutron style Donkey Kong than the like 60s cartoon style Donkey Kong. That's how I see the two.
I will say this though. The nude style matches better with everybody else.
Yes, it does. It looks a lot like the classic 90s Donkey Kong.
Correct.
A lot more. I just like goofy DK.
I mean, I do like Rare's design. I don't think it's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be.
I don't think so. It is either. But
on top of that, we have a really bad faraway image of it.
Yeah.
And he's in a small cart.
Yeah.
So who's not
also, why would they redesign him after just building Donkey Kong Country in Japan?
It's why I'm thinking it probably looks more to the design they have in the park. It's just, again, we have a really bad image because this is a high definition game that we're looking at something in the far background.
That's the hope. That's the hope.
I mean, we'll find out more eventually.
Eventually.
All right, start your rant on games.
So obviously the system is gonna have more than just Mario Kart on launch.
No.
You don't think so?
No,
Oh, okay. What else do you think they got besides, like, obviously shovelware?
We know there's a new Pokemon in works.
Yes. I don't know if it'll be a launch title.
I see September.
More than likely November.
September, November, in that period. Because we don't have a date.
Yeah. Because this could be our mid-generation game, which could be November. Yeah. I think November. Metroid Prime is still being made. I think
I see Prime being announced that it's going to be part of the launch.
That'd be insane.
I see a new Mario.
I think we'll get a new Mario November.
Nintendo is pretty notorious for dropping a Mario with the consoles. And
Switch? Switch
Odyssey.
Swan-
Oh no, Odyssey came
Odyssey
out.
was 2 years later.
Okay, but Switch also was pushed a lot forward than they were planning.
I think we could see a Wonder re-release, maybe. I don't know.
Because it's already backwards
what's the
compatible.
point? Yeah, it's backwards compatible. Yeah. What's the point? Yeah. I don't know then.
I think we're gonna see a new Mario.
Do you think 3D or 2D? I think 3D. Because we haven't had a 3D game since New 3D Land.
I think it's gonna be 3D.
Oh no, Odyssey. I'm stupid.
I almost want to say
Odyssey 2?
this is kind of helpful.
Odyssey 2?
Odyssey 2.
I'd be all for it.
I think we're gonna go back into that franchise. It did well.
It did well.
It was a multiplayer game that did well, but I see if we go back into it, Mario won't be alone.
Luigi?
I think Luigi will join. These are all completely
Oh yeah.
dreamful thoughts.
Okay, do you think we're getting a trilogy for Breath of the Wild then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No doubt.
No?
No doubt.
I see it.
Do I see it yet? No.
Maybe next year?
27.
Yeah. 27, 28.
Zelda's a slow build.
Let them cook.
Zelda's a slow build.
I still haven't played Tears.
I
don't even
started
know
it. I have it digitally, which is why I've only started it.
Yeah. I see that. I think we're gonna have. I think this could be Nintendo's year.
I think we're gonna see September, November a party game also. Mario Party. Right.
No, we won't get a Mario Party. We just got Jamboree. And Jamboree isn't like a remake or anything. Jamboree's brand new.
We got Jamboree
2
like
months ago.
November.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get a new one. Because it's not like a remake one. It is like a new official title.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nintendo has to Nintendo. There has to be some weird party game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
1-2 Switch 2.
No, it's gonna be 3-4 Switch.
Please no. If any person from Nintendo is ever listening to this, please no. We do not need another 1-2 Switch. I bought it. I own it. It's in the case up there.
We played it for 3
A
hours.
night. We played it a night.
A night.
We played it longer than we played Punch Out or whatever the
Arms?
Arms.
I hated Arms.
Arms was not good. Nintendo do what others won't.
Yeah. Okay. What if we all know he said it was his last one?
There's not a Smash.
What if they pull Sakurai back
There's not
and
a
they
Smash.
say, make Smash. Smash 5. Smash.
If there was,
6.
to me, if there was anything that they would do, it would just be a special free character release. Just as an honor.
You think a new character pass? No. Because Sora.
That's why I'm.
Yeah.
Though, if we are talking re-release of something, Kingdom Hearts being re-released. This time physical. You have a newer console that can probably actually handle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hopefully they got bigger cartridges somehow.
I don't think so.
I mean, I've got a micro SD card that's not big, that's a terabyte. They should be able to put a full game on a card. Anything else about the Switch?
No, I think we got it. We talked about it for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, let's get moving.
Let's get moving.
That's the big headline.
So, we got some new details about the Villain Show and Nighttime Parade. The Villain Show, I don't care about. Straightforward.
What is this for?
This is the show that replaced Lightning McQueen in Florida.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Hollywood Studios.
Oh.
The little like rides, the little like race simulator show.
Oh yeah.
That's what that show is.
Okay.
But we do need to talk about it for a second.
That stage looks cool.
The stage does look cool. It will never be this full, except for maybe the first
never.
like 2 days. 2025
Also,
is,
the room's not that big.
this coming from the Disney Parks blog. 2025 is here. Since one of my New Year's resolution is to make, I don't care. Let's start with Disney Hollywood Studios, where work is well underway on Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After, an all new show starring your favorite Disney villains. If you asked them, our villains would probably try to convince you that they've been treated unfairly over the years. The new show, The Magic Mirror, has summoned us to hear them out. Never are ones to let dramatic performance pass them by. Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, Maleficent will break through the glass and take the stage to prove once and for all why they are the most misunderstood. In the end, it will be up to you to make the final call in the delightfully wicked finale filled with dozens of the most infamous evildoers awaiting your decision from within the mirror's realm. The show already sounds boring. Straightforward.
What's the point of having villains and not heroes?
Okay, I think this is trying to give people like the like, here's your little taste and spoon for Villains Land.
Yeah,
that is still very much way too early in production, but supposedly was shovel ready. Gotta love tomorrow.
Okay,
but to me, this is just this is the one of the problems we have kind of with Imagineering, that they're not being very creative. And this was, how do we make something quick? And better yet, the way that's worded, how do we profit off Wicked?
I guess. But my issue with it is, how do you tell a story about villains without heroes? Because this is a show, which means it's telling a story.
No, I think this is going to be more dance party than anything.
Oh, God.
I think this is going to go more dance party than anything.
Oh.
Of them convincing you why they are, not a villain.
No.
Like, I mean, the sing-along in Hollywood Studios for Frozen, to me, works because the live performers are so good at improv.
And they're carrying the
show.
Yeah. I agree.
This, I don't see anything helping it. This is just, you want villains here. Here's villains.
Yeah, basically.
In a corner of the park that nobody goes to. So nobody's going to go to it.
What do you mean? It's right next to Rocky Roller Coaster. I was going to call it Aerosmith.
Correct. But nobody goes past it.
No. Why would I?
And on top of that, when this opens, Rocky Roller Coaster is probably going to be closed for the Muppet installation.
Is that real? Is that... I bought it out of my memory. That's real, right?
That is real.
I'm okay with it. We'll see.
We're losing Muppet Vision. I'm not okay with it. I don't
I'm not
care
okay
one way
with
or
that.
another.
I'm not okay with that. I think Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem could be really, really funny on Rock and Roller Coaster.
No, so
am I sad we're losing Aerosmith? A little bit. Anyways,
Aerosmith, to me, being lost, that doesn't bug me. That's cost cutting.
Yeah, but
there's no licensing.
Loving a roller coaster.
No, don't get me wrong. The music works well with it, but I think Dr. Teeth could do well with it, especially if they decide to go more like Guardians and have rotational songs, because then you give a different experience.
Oh my God, I think that is the best practice in modern amusement park, but is rotational experiences.
My biggest problem with Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After, okay, so we're closing down a theater space to put this in here.
Yeah.
And to put Muppets right next to it. So it means this corner is a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's right next to also the Tower of Terror. So this corner is
a mess. It was already a mess.
Not really. Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster go right there with each other.
You think so?
They're both in Hollywood.
I guess, yeah.
They're both taking place in Hollywood.
One's just an abandoned hotel. Yeah, okay.
Rock and Roller Coaster is just, you went to a music studio to go see Aerosmith, and you jump on a limo to go to their concert. They're both in Hollywood.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
If we were gonna add Dr. Teeth to Rock and Roller Coaster,
we have to go to their recording studio.
Well, but which means
if we literally just keep the exact same storyline, just switch out Aerosmith for Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, I'm okay with that.
But see, if we're going into their studio, that means we're going into like the Muppet world.
No,
What? No,
the Muppet world is our world, George.
Correct, but Muppet universe. Okay, does that make you feel better? Does that work better?
The Muppet universe is our universe, George.
Will you move the camera so it's on this side? So when you're staring at me, put One Piece in the background.
One Piece. One Piece.
Okay, please stop spinning the camera.
Oh, the thing is too big.
But if we had to close Monsters Inc. or close for Monsters Inc., which still to me makes no sense because what is a Muppet?
Am I a man? You're talking to me. What is a Muppet? You're telling me. Muppet's a puppet.
A puppet what? It's part of the name. It's part of the what a Muppet. It's part of the name Muppet.
I don't know. You're
Monster puppet.
Oh.
That is legitimately what Muppet is.
Okay.
So straightforward. You could have left Muppet Vision in Monsters, and you would have had no complaints.
I mean, you would be complaining.
No.
Yeah, you would.
No, if you left Muppet Vision there and you built the rest of that out, yeah, I'd be bummed like that.
Pizza Rizzo's gone.
But at the same time, at least Muppet Vision got to be saved in its theater.
Yeah.
But it still would fit the land.
I don't think it would. I disagree.
But okay, so you close that. You have a bigger theater. You have this big theater space that nobody goes to at the moment. I don't see anybody after the first 2 days.
What if we just move?
Go
What if
into
we
this.
just picked it up and put
moved
it somewhere else?
Exactly.
Just put Muppet Vision there.
Exactly. Like again, because you would have a bigger space. You could take the film and put more seats in there, but you also could enhance more what happens in the theater, like when the cannons go off and such. To me, that would have been a creative solution to keep people happy.
Money.
This is going to cost.
Do you
them
think
more money
it's
to
going to
lose
cost
money.
them more? I mean, they'll need cast and
I think
managers.
I see all of these little like pictures around the area.
You think all those are going to be animated?
Those are all going to be screens. Those are all going to be monitors or projectors. This thing is going to cost ungodly for something that's going to tank.
Nighttime parade.
I was trying to see if there was anything else about it. That's the most information we've gotten on that little thing.
Wait, go back down.
So, the dedicated team has spent nearly 2 years developing the cutting-edge stage design, thrilling effects, and catchy live musical numbers that will celebrate the villains we love to hate. Like I told you, it's going to be a dance party. There will be drama. There will be laughs. There will be something for everyone.
Why is this so dramatic?
When the show opens this summer alongside The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure.
Okay.
They're reopening Little Mermaid, but they're changing it slightly so they can change the name because it's a new show now.
Oh, wow.
We're not afraid of Epic Universe at all.
No.
No.
Oh, we should be. We'll talk about that later.
No, I mean Disney. Disney's not afraid of...
Consumers should be. Buyer beware.
All right. This is the part that I actually care about. I don't know if I've told you this too much. You ready for a little side tangents? So, back over to you for a quick second. November, we're going on a cruise.
We're going on a cruise.
We're going to Florida. Did you know
Did I know?
a round trip Uber from MCO to the Magic Kingdom is about an $80?
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Did you know
Don't tempt me with these things, George.
on that day, a ticket to the Magic Kingdom, which of course is the most expensive park?
Well, why would I go there? But keep going.
Well, you might have a new show. It's $160.
Nah. Okay.
There's more that comes to another article. Some of us might be going to Magic Kingdom, depending on how Epic Universe is looking. You are welcome to join us if you want.
Well, if I go to the Walt Disney World, I'm not going to Magic Kingdom.
Remember, whatever you're spending money on, you have to make it worthwhile because you only get the one day.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not going to Magic Kingdom.
Well, Jamie hasn't been to Magic Kingdom, so
Yeah,
that's why
I know.
So, if you wanted to join us, you would be more than welcome to. Because a park hopper, you have to add like $100 to. it makes it totally not worth it. It'd be a $250.
For you.
Well, because on top of that, we talked about possibly. We'll get back to that. Because that connects to another.
I know what
article
you're talking
later.
about now. Okay.
So, anywho, the reason we had to go on a tangent. I'm all for nighttime parades. I'm all for parades. So, switching gears to Magic Kingdom Park, a nod to the past with our eyes firmly set on the future, has become a bit of a motto with Disney creative team bringing Disney Starlight Dream the Night away.
I read ahead.
As they prepare for this all-new nighttime parade for its debut this summer, the team is drawing inspiration from not only the rich history of nighttime parades at Magic Kingdom. Trust me, fellow parade lovers, there are a few Easter eggs, but also some of the Walt Disney Animation Studios' earliest animated features. So what does your bad look for?
The boring ones.
Well, but the
way I read that is like everything up to like Cinderella.
I read it as
everything before the 2000s.
Honestly, I read this as we needed filler to say we're pulling from the Disney Animation Studios.
Well, let's see. You're hiding the image.
Actually, I didn't.
Oh, never mind that one.
This is the first of the images, so you already got Tiana.
Yeah. Okay.
Like this is a pretty float.
Yeah, that's pretty.
This is a pretty princess float. This gives me like reminiscence of like the Electrical Parade princess float, where they would dance on the up on top with all the lights, also above all the regular street dancers.
That's just weird.
It's a Mary Blair image.
Okay.
This was a reference.
I thought this was more concept art.
Courtesy of Mary Blair and the Walt Disney Animation Research Library.
Okay.
This reference for the past will be on full display in the parade's recently revealed Princess Unit, which pays homage to Disney legends and artist Mary Blair's original concept art for Disney's animation Cinderella.
I see.
Anchored by gleaming fountains of light that overflows the illuminated a cosmic balloon that floats. The float is just one of the pieces of the constellation of classic and contemporary stories that make up this new parade. Moments from Disney animations, Moana, it makes a lot of money. Peter Pan, Frozen, makes a lot of money. Encanto, pretty okay. And more will unfold on the bed of starlights as the cascade floods Main Street, USA.
The same 4 properties we've been using for 10 years now.
Peter Pan has always sold and is very popular.
The same 4 properties we've been using for 8 years.
And the other 3 are extremely well with children. So yes. What did you want them to pull from live actions recently?
No.
I had to think of how to word that correctly. Okay.
I want them to pull from good IPs.
Anyone who sees a good parade knows the flood is just one piece of the magic. That's why members of Disney Live Entertainment Costuming team has been hard at work designing. We get a little glimpse of a piece.
Okay. Ooh, blue. Hooray.
No.
Oh. Whoa.
The hidden LEDs into the skirts.
Oh, that's cool.
And so that kind of gives me hope that they might actually be taking the time to think about it, because they're using the more mesh of the fabric to make the just basic LEDs look more like stars.
Yeah, I like that.
So using a blend of innovative lighting techniques and whimsical costume fabrics, the team is constructing each look to be kissed by starlight. When you look at the photo below, one of the prototype costume pieces for the parade, try to imagine it swirling down the parade route, layering of shimmering fabric, picking up the glow of the surrounding floats, each light twinkling in perfect synchronization with the music. Speaking of music, you know what? It's only January. I don't want to reveal too much because they have to be a tease. But what? They were gonna go. They're playing off the whole. We'll go.
Oh, wait, is this official?
This is official.
Oh, this is official. Okay.
This is Disney Parks blog.
Okay, this is official.
Yes.
Okay.
So this makes me excited.
Yeah.
If we can get this and not what happened to Magic Happens, that makes me excited.
Yeah.
If concept art becomes reality, then good on you, Disney. You're going in the right direction. Thoughts? Comments?
I shared my thoughts and comments. I hate that we keep pulling from the same 4 IPs. for every parade, every nighttime show.
Well, I mean, but we do know from the Princess Float when we were looking at it that we did have Aurora, Tiana, and Belle also. So that does show that there are more. Just the main float. There are going to be big sections that are going to be focused on that. But, and there's no rhyme or reason for this thought besides the fact looking again back at Electrical Parade, which this would be, like they said, a little nod towards it. Think an LED lit Captain Hook ship.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd be on board for that.
And that would be a good like Easter egg nod that if you know Electrical Parade, you like, oh yeah, I recognize that, but it's updated for a modern audience.
Yeah. Will they spend that money?
Maybe.
You think so? Are we afraid of Evan Universe enough?
No, we're good. No, you gotta remember.
We're not.
Iger made it clear we're not
the
afraid.
Things that have come out in the past 5 years.
I don't think I added it, but I was considering adding the wedding hall onto this one. We got to see it lit up and actually being used for a festival.
Wow.
They legitimately just took the costumes and the props from D23 for Disney on Broadway and just put them somewhere else, put them there with lighting. That was the big spectacular. They could have done it anywhere, but
oh yeah,
I mean, it was used.
It's being used. It's the tax write-off. It's not necessarily a tax write-off.
No, that's just the whole building's a loss at this point. So,
Captain America is coming out in 3 weeks. No, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
This is coming from that Park Place.
Like Park Biden.
Captain America Brave New World runtime shows it's the shortest yet and the most expensive Captain America movie to date. The troubled film costs nearly $3 million per minute.
No way this costs more than Civil War.
I'm sure, if I remember right, we get into the price.
Okay.
So hold on. Marvel Studios is gearing up for the release of Captain America Brave New World, but early revelations about the runtime and budget are raising eyebrows across the industry.
118?
118 million minutes. This film is the shortest Captain America movie to date, yet its budget has reportedly ballooned to a staggering $350 million, which means this costs a jaw-dropping $2.9 million per minute. The $350 million figure is a low-end projection, with some outlets believing that latest MCU project could even be produced at a cost of $375 million. That high-end figure would put it to about $3.1 million. Let's see. Here it is. For context, Brave New World, how it stacks against the others. Captain America, 124 minutes with a budget of $140 million, $1.1 million per minute. Captain America, the Winter Soldier, 136 minutes with $170 million budget, so $1.2 million per minute. And Civil War, 148 minutes with a $250 million budget, so $1.6 million per minute. It's wild to note that the film actually surpasses Civil War, a nearly 2.5-hour blockbuster featuring an ensemble cast, including Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, in budget and cost per minute. Brave New World has plagued reports of numerous rewrites and reshoots, contributing to its inflated budget. With reshoots and marketing, it's estimated that the total cost of the film could approach $500 million. This means the film will have to make somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 billion to make real profit.
That doesn't make sense.
Why?
Why would it have to make double its amount to make profit?
You got to remember the movie theaters take their percentage also.
Okay.
So you got to whatever the actual cost is, while it's in Blockbuster, while it's in theaters, you have to make double that to balance.
Okay.
Given this, it's no surprise that fans are questioning how Marvel can justify such lavish expenditures. Compounding matter, buzz for the movie is tepid at best. Early box office projections estimated an opening weekend haul of $96 million, a figure comparable to the Winter Soldier, which was made for less than half the budget of Brave New World.
Yep. Yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, numbers.
This is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who was the one, on site managing the cost and such. Like, how did you let it balloon so much?
Yeah.
At one point, you have to just say, enough's enough. This is where we stop it at, and we have to release it or cancel it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's the same problem that Snow White is having. It's the same problem that a lot of Disney has right now, which is why their studios are in the tank. They're such in a bad spot. Again, because of this same problem is why Inside Out 2 had to be a success for Pixar, because Pixar was bankrupt.
Yeah.
Like, somebody needs to go ahead and reach out to Disney and be like, hey, here's a pad of paper. You put your figure there. You take your expenses off. When you get to this point, you're done.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we are going to go see it.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I don't think it's going to be good. I've told you this.
I don't care.
This.
It's a Marvel movie. I'm going to enjoy it. Don't talk about them.
I'm trying to remember what they are.
Good.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah. No. That movie's not real. Somebody fell asleep in my theater and was snoring audibly.
I think I've fallen every time I've tried to watch it. I've fallen asleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is it called?
The Eternals.
Thank you. Because I had the Immortals on the back of my head. I'm like, that's not it.
No.
What is it? But being that we are going to the theater, we are doing. You found a special one.
Yeah, I linked the whole page on all their promotions for it, but I added it specifically for the Marvel Rivals promotion. Obviously, if you know me, you know I'm a fiend for Rivals right now. So at Regal, not Cinemark, Regal Theaters. You have it queued up?
Yeah, but
they have a bunch of promotions right now.
You're one that you sent me. I don't see on this list. So.
It's scroll. You scroll down.
Oh, well. So yeah, this is over at Pirates and Princesses.
I figured we could talk about all these. Oh, that's why you don't see it on yours.
Because I found the full article into it.
Okay.
And so I pulled.
Your ad blocker sucks.
There's not an ad blocker on this. To be fair, like there's an ad blocker on the Google one. That's just so when I start a trailer, it doesn't have it. Well, here, I'll let you start talking.
Okay. So at Regal, I misunderstood the image as well, by the way. At Regal, if you purchase and scan a ticket for opening weekend, and you have a Regal Rewards account, which is free to sign up for, because I signed up for mine this week.
Okay.
You will receive a code for a digital bundle for Marvel Rivals, including a spray, a nameplate, and a mystery costume, all themed around Captain America: Brave New World. Now, this is the brand integration I was fiending for in this game, bro. And like Marvel has some like crazy brand integration across all their like properties. So like I was most excited for this. I'm hoping you can pull up the image. I'm trying to vamp. Are you almost there? You got it. Hooray!
That's why I was letting you go.
A little more.
Well, I was gonna start at the top.
Okay, yeah, we can start at the top. So these are the popcorn containers at Regal.
Yes, we're still at Regal.
I keep forgetting it's Regal.
These are garbage.
Yeah.
These are garbage.
Oh, yeah. These are not exclusive. These pop figures are not exclusive to Regal. I like the Red Hulk.
No.
No? I'm not going to buy it, but.
Let's see. What else we got? We got.
These are garbage. I mean, these are just movie theater slop that you can get anywhere.
Yeah, but.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't buy them.
Yeah.
There's brave new concessions, including Shield Crunch Caramel Popcorn, and Freedom Fire Bite Spicy Popcorn Chicken, Raging Red Cherry Icy, or True Blue Raspberry Icy.
So they have red icy and blue icy,
Yeah.
but we have a special name to it.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time though.
I know.
Here's the Marvel Rivals. Are you able to zoom in or full screen that image? That works. It's unclear. So the nameplate is the blue square with Captain America's wings and the shield. It's assumed it's going to be animated. Just based off of
it looks like it.
Just based off of it. And then the logo for the movie is the spray with the Red Hulk hand over the shield. The community right now is assuming that the costume's going to be Red Hulk. Because that'd be easiest to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited that we're getting a free bundle for just going and seeing the movie. There's a collectible pin for seeing it in Screen X. Unfortunately, ours was only 3D or standard. Otherwise, I would have paid for IMAX.
So yeah, I like this one then because this one gave us at least pricing too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So the popcorn bucket, $30 filled. I mean, that's a pretty good sized bucket.
Yeah, that's a big bucket.
The Gripper Shield Cup, I like this.
I like that.
This one is
I
good.
like that, actually.
I don't know where this is going to be. It says
Cinemark.
Cinemark exclusive. So I don't know what a Cinemark is.
The helmet's okay. We've had worse.
I mean,
We've had better.
we've had better.
I like the Red Hulk one.
This one's not bad.
I like it.
I don't like this.
No, I think that's ugly.
These are god awful.
Oh, yeah. And then 130 ounce ones. Okay. Souvenir cup.
Blankets.
Is that blanket supposed to be like a comic cover?
I think so.
I like that.
I wish the
then
art was
back
better.
goes- Huh?
I wish the art was better.
Yeah. Anything we got here? Where's this from? Princesses and Pirates?
Yeah, this was my Pirates and Princesses
Okay.
article we went back to. So Cinemark will have several items, tubs. This is just going in and just going more specific on it.
Okay.
AMC is where the collapsible Captain America popcorn bucket will be.
Okay. I think that one's ugly. Have you seen that one?
Yeah. IMAX will have the keychain.
Yeah. That's cool. Looks like that's it.
That's it.
Okay. Overall, not bad.
Not great.
Oh, great. I think Deadpool and Wolverines was okay.
I think Deadpool and Wolverines were by far better.
The only good one was the one of like the weird Wolverine head with his mouth open. That was the only good
one was
collectible thing. Because like the taxi makes no sense. Because
the
it's
taxi-
It's Dopender's taxi, which isn't in the movie at all.
Yeah, the taxi one. That one.
The head pool makes no sense.
Why not?
Because head pool's in the movie for 30 seconds.
No, I like the Deadpool one.
Nah. What's next? What we got next?
So
Lightning Lane.
Lightning Lane apparently is doing so well being sold to the deluxe resorts that it has moved on to be sold for everybody. Legitimately, as of today.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
So in Magic Kingdom, it was that in order to get Lightning Lane, in order to get a Premier Pass, Lightning Lane, or Disneyland, anybody could buy Premier Pass.
Okay.
It is a $400 fee. You got it for both parks.
Yeah.
In Florida, in order to be able to buy Premier Pass, you had to stay at a deluxe resort or better. So like contemporary.
So you already had to be spending a lot of money to spend even more money.
Yes.
Okay.
So like you could not have gone to Pop Century and bought.
That's
Gross.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently that
was doing
did
great.
so well that it's now switched.
All right.
So Lightning Lane Premier Pass available to all guests starting January 21st, which is today as of filming. Disney on the Quest to make more money launched the Lightning Lane Premier Pass last year, which was a ridiculous cost up to $450 tax per person, which is ridiculous. We're gonna come back to that though. Originally, only guests at deluxe resorts and villas could add the pass, but starting to tomorrow, anyone can. So today, pretty much, Lightning, the Premier Pass goes ahead and lets you just walk into the Lightning Lane. You don't have to get a reservation. You don't have to get time. You can book it up to guests not staying on resort 3 days before, and if you're staying on resort, 7 days before. So, not bad. This is the cost per person per day in addition to an actual ticket price. Animal Kingdom was $119 to $199 plus tax. Epcot is $149 to $249 plus tax. Hollywood Studios is $249 to $349 plus tax. Magic Kingdom was $329 to $449 plus tax. Out here, it's a flat $400. Both parks. So you get both parks in it, which is kind of gross that Florida, it's only you buy it and it's per park.
Yeah.
So this goes back to where, as I put it, you and I would come back to. Again, we're talking about possibly doing Magic Kingdom for that day. Jamie and I, even depending on how finances are going, might do Premier Pass for the day. Because since we only have the 1 day, we should be able to get through everything.
In theory.
In theory.
Yeah.
As long as the rides are moving, we should be able to get on everything.
Yeah. Me personally, I wouldn't go to Magic Kingdom.
No, I know you would prefer Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Epcot's my favorite park.
Oh, yeah. But Jamie hasn't been in a hot minute.
And again, if I'm going for rides, I'm not going to Epcot.
I am.
Epcot does have good rides. I mean, I can't ride Guardians because I'll get sick.
I mean, you could.
But
have the time of your life.
My problem is there's
Experience
so
fun.
little rides that if I only have 1 day and I'm going for rides, I'd rather go to Magic Kingdom because Magic Kingdom has the most rides.
Yeah.
My second one would have been Hollywood Studios because there's some really solid contenders there. But again, the classics is what's going to pull me back with Magic.
Yeah. Sure. Speaking of rides at Disney parks.
Yeah, I guess we ought to talk about over there at Disneyland News today.
Oh, wait. Where was that? What was that last article from?
It was Pirates and Princesses, didn't I say it?
No.
Oh, that was Pirates and Princesses. I like their articles.
Pulled
I
from them a
actually
lot. You pulled
referred
from them a lot.
I referred to their articles quite a bit. And Clownfish TV is their main YouTube. Go subscribe. Fantastic videos. Really funny. Anywho, Disneyland News today, which I'm surprised they're doing any articles being a little bit poking at Disney.
Are you okay?
I was trying to figure out where their actual headline is. The final Tiana animatronic in Tiana's Bite Adventure is broken for over a month at Disneyland. The final Tiana animatronic has been broken for over a month. The broken animatronic. There it is. We're gonna come back to that.
You can see that in our ride footage POV.
Which we have already pulled up.
Oh,
that's why we're gonna come back to that.
We're gonna come back to that in our ride footage POV,
which I still have yet to post.
Oh,
I have a lot of.
There's just a lot of backlog because he's making small videos out of these ones.
I have to go back and finish editing the Christmas video, the room tour video, all of that. That entire weekend is still needs to be finished.
God.
Yeah. The broken audio animatronic in the finale scene, standing on the patio of her New Orleans house with the band of critters while Tiana's eyes and mouth still move, appearing to sing the attraction's song, Special Spice. She has been standing stubbornly straight and stiff arms since at least December 13th, 2024. When we checked on her on January 14th, 2025, there has been no change. So, you're going to go ahead and you're going to switch me back here in just a second.
I'm switching you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to pull this up and you can go for it. Oh, why did you do that?
Whoa. What did I do?
You did not do anything. It decided to randomly open up the Lorcana file on my other screen. That's fantastic of it. So I did pull up. This is our footage. This is actually December 14th.
Yeah.
What the article doesn't talk about is there were more problems on December 14th than just Tiana.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to just scrub through real fast. This Tiana
worked fine.
This is showing kind of like the movements that we should be seeing. Like, it's still kind of wonky movements that she does, but she is moving.
She's moving. She's good.
I think her poses are weird that they
Yeah.
are doing for her, which that's a whole different thing. I can report that the okra
is still working.
kind of working.
It's still working.
Barely. That's been the biggest like meme joke with Justin and I. Is if the okra is still working. We know the ride's still doing okay. Apparently none of the animatronics matter to us except for the okra.
No, that's not true.
Oh, well, that's not an animatronic. That's a figure.
Mondo's an animatronic. Don't lie to me.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Lewis is having a hard time. As we can see, he blinks. He's blinking for help over here. But that's about as far as he gets.
Oh, yeah.
He is talking, though. In the actual video, you can hear him.
Yeah.
The audio is still
audio.
working. All these guys are fine. This Tiana, again, works fine. Let's see how long that lasts. We're going to go. All of these ones, surprisingly, are moving. But this Tiana doesn't have to talk also. So, I mean, there's one less piece of movement that needs to happen. We go. This one, I believe, was totally good.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's moving. There's still some weird, awkward, like, dark scenes of our attraction, like in Florida.
Look at Mondo. Look at Mondo. Mondo's working. Hell yeah.
We're gonna jump.
Cha-Cha's working. I don't care what the name is. He's Cha-Cha.
It's Cha-Cha. Disney went and was at a Rainforest Cafe and was like, I could draw that, and then I could make that figure.
Smoke was not working here.
Smoke is not working.
Smoke? I've never seen smoke working in this tunnel.
So I've seen it in Florida. I'm wondering if they never installed it.
Yeah.
I would need to see this hallway fully lit, but I'm wondering.
Do you think it's a fire safety issue?
No.
No?
It's just fog.
No, as in like if there is an emergency, do you think the fog can dissipate fast enough?
I think there's no problem with that.
Okay.
Because the Florida one has such a hard time with the effect actually working because of how fast it dissipates. I'm gonna drop my camera for a second. Yeah, we're good. Okay. No. I think I'm wondering if legitimately they were having a hard enough time in Florida getting it working that they decided to scrap it, which just means the special laser and lighting effects that they were so proud of at D23, they've just given up on.
Oh yeah.
So I don't even know if this effect even still exists on our version of the attraction. Why did you do that? Go away. So we're gonna come up. I don't know if it's just the way they are. So this one looks fine.
Yeah.
It's the other Mama Odie. I don't think her jaw works. We're gonna get to that. Oh wow, we splashed.
Splish splash.
Larry the Armadillo. Best character on the ride.
No. It's the same ride as Mondo, right?
What?
It's the same ride as Mondo, right?
It is the same ride as Mondo.
Then that possibly can't be true.
But he's a kleptomaniac that's been stealing everything.
I don't care.
Mondo's just a frog.
Mondo is Mondo.
Mondo gets his bongos from him.
That's not true.
It's not. But yeah. So this is the grand finale scene. As we can see, everybody else still moves. Lonnie still looks very unsettling. Or Lottie.
I don't
Everybody's moving.
except for Tiana and Lewis's body.
Oh yeah, his back's been thrown out, isn't it?
Yep.
But yeah, like in this case, for us, her eyes and mouth weren't even moving.
Yep.
Naveen's smile is still creepy to me. But
Mondo! Is Mondo moving? Hell yeah. The ride's working fine to me, George.
The basic figure of two arms.
The ride is working fine to me, George.
So, for those of you who don't know, up here in this upper area, this is where the train passes. And people's complaints have been that they covered the windows too much, so you can't see the finale scene as well anymore. I'm wondering if this is intentional at this point, just because they're having a hard time getting it working. Because the attraction at this point is only 2 months old.
If that.
It officially opened in November.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's 2 months old now.
Why is the main character of the attraction not moving? And why hasn't she been moving for over a month?
Half of the attraction's life cycle.
Yeah, half of the official life cycle, the attraction's not running. Or all the characters are not running. But I have never once, personally, when riding the attraction, seen this Mama Odie talk. She is talking. You have the sound effects. Nor have I don't think I've ever seen Juju pop up either.
Juju is on a weird timer. Because, like, in my footage, you could see Juju pop up. But Juju's on a weird timer.
Legitimately, each of these videos from the Lorcana part last week come popping up. Okay.
Oh, my notes went away.
But yeah, so this kind of leads us into one of our main topics of the video.
Well,
where we go into talking about the new bride that's been announced. Or not even announced. She's been unveiled. This is in the attraction. This article here is still over at WDW. The new bride scene revealed for Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. Constance Hatchaway has been retired, like we rumored about, and we talked about even in our D23 video way back when.
Yeah.
Wow. For being technologically outdated and violent.
I mean, yeah.
The LA Times states, as for the would-be honeymooner in the attic, she now utilizes the latest in projection technology, appearing to float before guests as she holds a 3-pronged physical candelabra, giving corporal depth to her eternal glow, which hovers away from the shattered window of a wall. That's a weird way to word that, but okay. Her brightly red heart, in a nod to the park's original version of the bride, still beats in time to a elongated, gloomy rendition of Richard Wagner's Bridal Chorus. We thought, what if we changed the story back a little bit to the original story that the Imagineers had about a lost bride in the attic mourning the loss of her husband, said Imagineer Kim Irvine. It was a sad thing. It was a story about lost love. Irvine says the attic scene was redone in part because the projection technology of the prior figure had become so outdated as to necessitate a regular maintenance. It did not look good. Something needed to happen.
All right.
I don't agree with the route they went, but
yeah.
But rather than update, that's what they should have done. What was there? Irvine saw an opportunity to add a greater contrast with the more festive waltz in the prior room, as well as abolished the mansion's hell. The candelabra, embellish the mansion itself. The candelabra, for instance, that the character is holding is identical to the one visible floating in an earlier hall scene, now implying the bride is broadly wandering the mansion, Additionally, the candelabra will appear a third time, materializing in a cemetery crypt in the bride's final act.
They added a new one?
This, I haven't found any images of it.
Okay.
My guess is there is the one crypt that you can see what looks like death hanging out
Like a
in.
specter, yeah.
I'm guessing that's where it
Well,
is.
there's ride POVs now.
I could pull up a full one.
Yeah.
I don't have a the bride that used to be there was an axe murderer. And in this day and age, we have to be really careful about the sensitivities of people, Irvine said. We are celebrating someone chopping off her husband's heads. And it's a weird story. Weird. I know the fans, some will like it, and some will say, oh, you changed something again. That's our job. That's what we're here for. So we're going to continue this article over into actually Instagram. Disney did put out their little view of it. This was their way of showing off that area. They do a really good job of trying to not show.
Oh, the candelabra looks good, though.
The candelabra looks good.
They're doing a really good job of not showing her face.
Yeah.
So we're changing her, but not the man hanging himself in the intro?
Well, over at Inside the Magic, we can talk about that a bit more.
Okay.
So the attraction finally reopened in late July. Oh, that's fast. Okay, Kim Irvine, we just went over this statement. This decision really upset a lot of fans who thought that Disney should not change such an iconic character because she might upset a small percentage of guests in the attraction. This is an insane quote, according to the Mickey Wiki. That's actually a pretty good tag. Kim Irvine is the daughter of the famous Disney Imagineer Leota Toombs, who most famously known for providing the face to Madame Leota in The Ride and the voice for little Leota at the guest exit. Some commented that the constant being an axe murderer wasn't celebrated. It's just added to the creepiness of the whole attraction. Quote, the axe murderer story was a fittingly scary, reverting her back into just a sad woman longing for her dead husband. Sort of feels sexist. Laugh aloud. Heaven forbid a woman be a killer. Her story is solely longing for men. And speaking of weird, celebrating is a weird word choice. Meh. The axe murderer story was fittingly. It's the same. They legitimately just put it twice.
I think something's up with your ad blocker browser.
I'm thinking this is what the Twitter post looked like. Other commenters pointed out that the
Hypocrisy.
Thank you. Of the situation, especially with the new announcement that the Villains Land was coming to the Magic Kingdom. The new Maleficent, the Evil Queen, Ursula, and Scar. These are all villains that have done terrible things, including poisoning and murder. Everyone's saying it, but I genuinely can't comprehend how they're going to reconcile the mindset with a Villains Land. This goes back to the Villains show that is going to be a dance party. They're just misunderstood. I'm not even upset about the bride change. I think it looks good, but if this is really their reasoning, even having Gaston in parks at all is insane then.
That's a quote from Big Band 01 on Twitter as well.
The bride scene is not the only change coming to Disneyland's Haunted Mansion, though. Imagineers have also said that they will digitalize the hitchhiking ghost scene at the end of the attraction. This was a rumor we did talk about that we said, please don't, and it is happening.
I go back and forth on it. I go back and forth.
My problem is I've seen so many different takes and such where the digital ones don't work at all.
Yeah.
The physical ones, it's just lighting. As long as the turntable is working on the other side, they're running. They also said that they are still considering removing the hanging corpse from the stretching room, which has been a controversial scene for years. Disney has not yet said if they plan to update the bride scene in Disney World. However, if they listen to guests, they might decide to keep it the way it is. I don't know. Your thoughts, Constance Hatchaway?
I mean, I talked about my thoughts. My thoughts were talked about here. If we're removing Constance Hatchaway, why aren't we removing, Suicide?
Do you think we need to remove the hanging corpse in the entry?
If we are worried about upsetting people based off of murder, shouldn't we also be worried about upsetting people based off of suicide?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know.
I'm trying to get your.
That's my opinion.
I mean, my opinion is they should have just updated Constance. The story of her was quickly trying to be told in the room. I think they could have cleaned up the room a bit more. They could have made the figure look a lot better than it was, because it was still using the really bad projection facing that we were trying to get working. I'm kind of sad that it's just now back to multiple parts in this, because this is all kind of running through my head at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad that we're going back to just a basic story of
the
husband died. I guess I'm going to give up on life and just die.
Yeah.
Which then doesn't that mean she committed suicide on her wedding night?
I don't know, man. It's not implied though.
She just randomly wandered off and died in her dress.
So.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
I don't like the idea that they're trying to force she's wandering throughout the whole mansion.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That's weird.
Because we already have, even in the comic series, we already have backstories for why the mansion is the way it is.
Yeah.
For reference, when you go up the staircase, you come down to the floating candelabra, and then you continue on to the man trying to break out of the box. In the Haunted Mansion comic series, there are actual stories for the two of them. They are the actual house designers who were going to split the profits of building the mansion. However, they both got greedy, so decided they were going to find a way to dispose of, that's the way I can word it for YouTube, the other. The one who is trapped in a box designs endless corridors to make the other one get lost in the house. Hence why we see the candelabra wandering. It's because he's trying to find his way out still.
Oh, make sure you censor me from earlier.
Which one?
I said.
Well,
the other one. Yeah.
I mean, we're playing with a fine line on this video. We'll see how that goes. The other one, he goes ahead and it doesn't really go much into it, just besides it is set up as a trap that he steps into that automatically closes the box on him and he can't get out of.
No, it's a coffin that the other guy nails down.
That's right.
And then he gets stuck wandering the mansion trying to find his way out. Yeah.
So it is dark and morbid, and that is the story that is written for it. You are in a haunted mansion.
Yeah.
It is a little dark and morbid. One way or another, it is still going to upset some guests. That's just the way it is. Anything else?
That's all for that one.
So, this is yours. So we're gonna...
This is mine. This is a short little one. Coming from comicbook.com, Invincible Season 3's episode release dates have been announced.
I don't even know what this is.
Invincible?
Not a clue.
It's a Amazon Prime show. It's an adaptation of a comic book series. It's really good. Yeah. We just scroll down, show the image while you get your video ready. There's the image. So episodes 1, 2, and 3 are premiering all together on February 6th. And then no mid-season break this time around, like there was for season 2. They're just going to release weekly after that. Better than Netflix's binge scam.
Ooh.
I don't know why I'm calling it a scam. But better than that, I hate binge culture. You completely delete it?
I have to. This is why it takes a second.
Oh, I didn't know it.
Yeah. We're switching to...
The Man Without Fear. That's what your script said.
It is.
Did you lose it?
No, but it's out of order.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
There it is. TVMA. Big time.
So we're gonna go through the trailer first.
Thank you for finding the time.
Dude,
I will admit,
Are we talking over this?
it's
We can talk
not
over
it.
entirely unpleasant
because we don't want
seeing
it
you
to be
again.
pulled too much, but dude,
I haven't watched a lot of the Netflix series.
I love this scene, this setup of a scene. And I've watched the whole Netflix series. I'm actually giving faith over to Marvel Television for a show. I do want to try to do more of a like weekly recap of this one.
Okay. I have to kick it into high gear then.
Why? When's it
Well,
start?
I could just watch season 1, 2, Defenders 3. Because my plan was to watch everything.
For Daredevil, you can get away with watching. You know who the Punisher is, yes?
Yeah, I know who Punisher is.
You can get away.
I'm the Punisher, baby.
You can get away with realistically just watching the Netflix series, and you should be set up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, we're
A lot
getting
of time has passed. By the
Oh,
look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I will say they make Fisk very Trump-esque.
Yeah.
But again, he kind of ran New York for the longest time, so I mean that's a pretty cool villain.
I mean, well, like he becomes mayor in the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool villain to like them to be really emphasizing on somebody they don't necessarily agree with.
The mayor
This is a fantastic
serves the
villain.
city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Ugh.
Oh, it's
Can
so
you blame
good.
me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
I
The
love
line
that
is
they're not talking to each other. They're talking to each other, but they're talking past each other.
Yeah.
They are so arrogant and so full of themselves that I'm too important to talk to you there. That I'm going to talk to the wall instead, and you're going to listen.
Frost.
Oh,
I assume that is
It's hard to
referring
come
to
to
the
terms
finale of
with the
season 3.
violent nature.
if I remember right.
Okay. Because I don't know what happens there.
Power
Oh my god. That's
I kind of need to
has
go
over us.
back because the entire Netflix series is now on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's been on Disney Plus for a while.
I didn't know this.
All of them are on Disney Plus.
I didn't know this.
Dude,
So
they've done a really good job of collecting everything under their Marvel umbrella. They have everything except for Spider-Man No Way Home.
out of like the 6 podcasts I've listened to talking about all this, almost everybody agreed nobody heard that all these had dropped over there.
Mhm.
And everybody's like, Disney, you've had apparently good Netflix shows or good Marvel shows, and you did not advertise them?
Well, Iron Fist wasn't good.
Well, I mean, we don't have to necessarily refer to all of them. Some could just disappear to the, void. There's a reason I never watched Iron Fist.
The city can't.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who these guys are. The Devil's work is never finished. Oh my
Sometimes
god.
Peace needs to be broken.
I'm so stoked.
And chaos must reign.
Good Muse? Frank Castle, the Punisher, baby.
Down.
I'm so excited.
Grace.
White Tiger? Crazy, bro.
Now, that's actually kind of connecting back to the first 4 episodes that they had filmed and then decided to go back and redo.
What, White Tiger?
White Tiger was one of the gender swapped ones that they did go through. And their little test audiences that saw how the new Daredevil was going to run with the new White Tiger and such destroyed the panel. Like they said it was that bad. And Disney did the right thing and said, we're sorry. Let us fix it. throughout all 4 episodes.
White Tiger's female.
White Tiger's always male.
That's not 100% true.
I'm pretty sure.
Unless this is a different character, White Tiger is female.
White Tiger, Marvel. So there must be a different character.
It must be a different character
that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
But there is one character, because everybody's been talking about that, was a gender swapped character that people threw a fit over and was fixed back. But and then it's also interesting that White Tiger is male in this, because that's kind of opposite what Marvel's been doing a lot with their gender swaps. So I don't know. Again, it just looks good.
Dude.
To believe in retribution.
Unfortunately, the gold helmet still exists, so that means
yellow. It's not gold. It's yellow.
So that means that we still exist in the She-Hulk universe existing, but
yes,
She-Hulk was bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not good.
It's not that bad. Dude, when I saw them break his arm, I went, this is actually TVMA.
So that's what everybody's been like also talking about, is the fact that we got so close up with the gruesomeness of it. Everybody's just agreeing it's Disney going, okay, we know you're nervous about what we're going to do. Here's a lot of the blood and gore. You're getting that.
Yeah.
Please understand. You will be happy. Just trust us.
I need to do more research on it, because my understanding was that season 3 had already adapted Born Again. So I'm curious as to why they're titling it Born Again other than it's a reboot.
So season 3 was not necessarily Born Again, but Born Again's story is done.
Okay.
They did it over the 3 seasons.
Okay.
Everybody's reference is Born Again was a very popular series line.
Yeah.
So it's probably being named Born Again just because
it's just using the name.
It's using the name,
okay.
and it's
Deadpool
is re-alive.
Yeah.
Deadpool, but Daredevil was brought back into it.
Yeah.
That we are giving you back what you wanted.
Okay.
So I gotta switch cables again. Yoink.
Oh, I added this. I forgot.
Yes.
I think this is crazy.
So Daredevil Born Again season 2. I did not read this, so I don't know what we're getting into on this one. Production update. Charlie Cox.
Oh, where's this from?
This is from
CBR.com.
What in the world is CBR?
Comicbookreader.com.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go.
I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, let me get an actual article, not just a Twitter post.
Charlie Cox, who stars as the titular man without fear.
Titular. I guess that is his title.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I don't like it.
Because again, he can't see, so he's a Daredevil.
I guess so, yeah.
Recently revealed when production will commence on Born Again season 2. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Cox recently appeared alongside co-star Wilson Bethel at the Daredevil Born Again panel at Fan Expo San Francisco 2024, where he revealed that the filming for Daredevil Born Again season 2 would kick off before the series premieres launched on Disney Plus in March.
Confident.
I mean, it looks fantastic.
They are confident.
It's been so many years since we released any Daredevil content. I'm really excited about it, Cox shared. By the time we release Born Again on March 4th, we'll already be shooting season 2. So it's just a gift that keeps on giving, really.
Crazy.
Despite Cox's comment, an official production start date for Born Again 2 has yet to be released. So it's unclear how far along in the filming they will be. They're probably not releasing that because Disney's still
hesitant on it, obviously.
They're probably going to go into production and start filming. But that way they can get the first few episodes out, see if it's been successful. If so, continue. If not, just cut the string there.
Yeah.
Born Again marks Cox's first time headlining a Marvel Cinematic Universe project as Matt Murdock, Daredevil, since Netflix's Daredevil series, which ran for 3 seasons between 2015 and 2018. While plot details remain largely under wraps, the first trailer of Born Again confirmed the inclusion of a storyline that was first teased in the Echo finale, Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, running for mayor of New York City. I do have to say, I love that Fisk is back in his suit, opposed to in Hawkeye being in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
He looks so
Well,
much...
he was in Suits and Echo.
Well, I didn't watch Echo.
Yeah.
But
Who did?
The Hawaiian shirt look did not... It was not Fisk.
It was the one.
Oh. While the Mayor Fisk storyline is inspired by the comic version, the Onofrio?
DeFrano. That's not correct, but yes.
Hinted that viewers should prepare for less than faithful adaptation, stating anything on our show is 9 out of 10 times leading to something that's even bigger and crazier. For Fisk, this journey is a path to more control.
No way. You don't think so?
What do you mean?
You don't think they're going to do Fisk for president, do you?
I think so.
That'd be insane.
I think that's why.
Okay, do you think that Thunderbolt Ross dies in Brave New World and Fisk becomes president?
Well, hold on. I don't know if these are going to take place in the same universe.
It is the same universe.
Are we sure?
It's 100% in the same universe.
Okay.
100% in the same universe.
I did not know that part. I don't know if he's going to die.
Or be forced to step down.
I see a force to step down.
Dude, if Fisk becomes president, that'd be insane.
I don't think we will see that happen, though, in Captain America.
No, that won't happen in Captain America, no.
It would be what...
It would be like the season finale of Daredevil.
But again, we have to remember, a lot of Marvel thinks Orange Man bad. If they... I see this being the run that they're going to make Fisk into... Because again, even in the shots we have, you can see very Trump-esque, like, statures of like how he would be. Them making him president, I think actually makes total sense to me. And that makes more sense why every scene we get, he has his American flag on his collar. He is prepping for it. Which would make sense also for Fisk as a villain who's always after more power and control.
That'd be crazy. And that could lead further into our Thunderbolts plot.
And you'd have to catch me up on that.
So Thunderbolts is during Wilson Fisk mayor. While he is the mayor of New York, he outlaws superheroes.
Yeah.
And the Thunderbolts is a government-sanctioned superhero team of villains disguised as new heroes.
Gotcha.
So that could lead more into Thunderbolts. You good?
Honestly? No.
What happened to you?
I'm running low on power really fast.
On what?
Yes.
Everything? As Karen, and Eden Hedson as Foggy. Oh, Vanessa's back? Vanessa's back. John Bernthal as Frank Castle, the Punisher. The Punisher, baby.
Wilson Bethel as Benjamin Poindexter, Bullseye.
The Bullseye's back.
The series will also star Mohan Kapoor as Kamala Khan's father, Usaf Khan. Kamar de los Reyes as Hector Alma, the White Tiger, and Margarita Lavea, I'm slaughtering these names, as Heather Glenn, Michael Gandolfi as Daniel Blade, and Jenya Walton as BB Urchard, Artie Forish as Buck Cashman, and Jeremy Earl as Cole North, among others. What do you?
I'm looking up White Tiger.
What about White Tiger?
Okay. White Tiger is a mantle, not a person.
Gotcha.
That's why I was confused about it.
Okay.
Because I know White Tiger as Ava Ayala, which I think is his daughter.
Oh, okay. Okay. That might check out. That might make sense.
Because I know her from Ultimate Spider-Man.
And I think she's the more popular version of the White Tiger.
And that's why. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, I love those shots. Born Again was not originally set to be a direct continuation of the Netflix series, but following a creative overhaul in late 2023, Marvel Studios decided to officially add the Defender Saga, the term for the Netflix Marvel shows, to the sacred timeline. Showrunner Dario Scotapane, who joined the production following the reset, recently revealed that one of the changes the show made was ditching the legal procedure. No.
Wait.
Procedural.
Yeah.
Legal procedural direction it was going for in favor of bringing the series back towards an action-based New York crime story. He promised fans that Born Again will have the DNA of old Netflix show while also pushing it forward into something very new. You're wanting to say something.
I'm a little sad because I've seen the first season, and my favorite episode is the third episode, which was the bowling alley murder. And it's my favorite because it's the legal drama part of Daredevil. And then once he realizes that the law fails, the Daredevil steps in.
Well, so I'm reading that, and I'm thinking what they're more so going based on the little bit I heard about the first 4 episodes that were filmed. The first 4 episodes were much more She-Hulk.
What do you mean?
Where She-Hulk was much more focused on the crime of it. Like, I exist in this world, and yes, I'm a hero, but I'm also a lawyer.
That's not what She-Hulk was about.
She-Hulk
wasn't even a legal drama.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Clearly.
From what I read, because again, I didn't care enough to actually watch it, but I was trying to figure out if I needed to watch it for it to be purposeful for anything. At the time, it wasn't.
Not yet. It will.
Everything I read, it was more so just she was a lawyer and she existed. Was pretty much.
So you read a synopsis on her character?
No, that was the synopsis. I read like 6 different ones.
Then those were wrong.
Okay, well, then enlighten me.
It's more so it's a legal struggle about her branding as She-Hulk, because Titania, her villain, tries to copyright her title as She-Hulk.
So it's a legal case.
I guess. Sorta. I guess.
So I think that's more so they're trying to get away. They're like, not that either way we look at it in the comics, in any of the stories that Daredevil ever exists, even in the MCU, Matt Murdock is a lawyer.
Yeah.
So one way or another, they can't go away from it. But I'm wondering if it was being
Like
too heavily focused,
too heavy on the
that we were just Matt Murdock, where the series is Daredevil. We have to have. I mean, again, this is very much lawyer Murdock talking. Yes, he is still. We know he's Daredevil. Yes, Fist knows he's Daredevil, but the way he's talking is lawyer Murdock, not Daredevil Murdock. I think the original way was going to lean way heavy on that, and a little bit of action here, but really heavy on we can sit behind a desk and talk.
Okay.
Because again, in the nicest way, looking at a lot of, in my opinion, Marvel television or recent Star Wars, they do a lot less action scenes because those are more expensive and harder to shoot, and a lot more of just going from place to place and do just something basic. Like, and Agatha All Along is an example of it. There is so little that is like a dangerous shoot to do. Where if we go back to the Netflix series of Daredevil, part of what built him up so big in people's view watching it was some of these scenes as really graphic and really hard fight scenes. In
the hallway scene.
The trailer we have, you can see they're really leaning in on those hard fight scenes again, which is good.
Yeah.
If we go back to old Star Wars, look at how long Obi-Wan and Anakin, I'm blanking on names right now, would sit there and practice the fights to make sure they looked good. Like, we need to get back to that version of Star Wars and this version of Marvel where we really focus on like really good detailed fight scenes. Avenger movies are cool, but it's usually one big sweeping shot of a fight scene and we get one quick input of what your like more specialized move is, and then we're done with you. It kind of is boring fight scenes.
Yep.
That being said, Endgame's big fight scene at the end is really cool because you get to see everybody for the first time in the same area.
But I think that's a valid criticism of it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I don't sound too like.
No, I think that's a valid criticism.
I'm trying to just. I'm excited.
I'm really excited for this.
I'm excited that it is officially part of Phase 5. I'm glad it's part of the Sacred Timeline.
I need to finish my homework.
I'm excited for more Daredevil. Daredevil is one of my favorites. It's not my favorite. Cap still holds that, but he's pretty high up there.
That's fair.
Like, don't get me wrong, like I appreciate Deadpool, but I never was like a Deadpool fan. I like the Deadpool movies. I think Ryan Reynolds
was a Deadpool fan, and then I realized I don't like Deadpool. So,
see, to me, I think Ryan Reynolds does a great job in the role. Yeah. So I like his portrayal.
I like movie Deadpool. I don't like any other Deadpool.
Yeah,
because I hate every other Deadpool. I think it's annoying.
Yeah. They take the whole
little random,
the whole shtick of it.
He's like a 2012 internet meme, but like 100% of the time. Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, California kind of went through a big fire. Did you see the TikTok I sent you?
No.
This does relate to this. Our mayor, well, not our mayor, but the mayor of LA. We don't live in LA. Mind you, the city's still partly on fire. Took time out of her schedule to fly to Paris to go collect the Olympic flag for the start of the Olympics.
Well,
you send somebody else when your city is on fire.
I guess, yeah. I guess.
Why we prioritized a flag over trying to save the city, I don't understand. I will not understand. But apparently, guests decided to Disney bound as the fire. So, in case you didn't know, as the article is going to go on to explain, you are not allowed to wear, as an adult, except for special events, a costume to the park. So, people will Disney bound. That is a way of going ahead and taking normal clothes, make it look like one of your favorite characters. I'm personally eventually going to sit down and build a Disney bound for the like street version of Mickey Mouse Toontown. I wish I pulled up a photo thinking about it beforehand, but I didn't. But for an example, this is a Disney bound for Jessica Rabbit. Again, all she's wearing is just a regular dress, but she does the hair up that way, has nice makeup. If you understand that who she's supposed to be, you see it. If not, the biggest thing is it's so kids don't think you are the character, so that they don't follow you, or that other people don't do creepy things that they shouldn't do. Don't be a creep. Now, some creative Disney park guests will Disney bound inspired by theme park lands and attractions. Others go for generic looks by fantasy universe rather than specific characters like Star Wars or Avatar. As long as you adhere to the Disney dress code, the possibilities are endless. Unfortunately, one Disneyland Resort guest recently stirred controversy with a unique Disney bound last week. Instagrammer Liz Carroll posted a photo of herself in an outfit explicitly inspired by the tragic wildfires that recently tore through Los Angeles. That's
a terrible photo.
She deleted it pretty quickly. The Disney park guest reported a member of the Disney cosplay group called the D3 Darlings, who state our group does fashionable themed clothing every day and in the theme parks. There are no rules here on what you should wear or how you wear it. Multiple group members reportedly participated in the wildfire-inspired Disney bound, though Carol appears to be the only one who posted about it. Carol privated her account, not before her content was spread to other platforms. Redditor Chaotic Magic shared the screenshot. So,
I mean, it doesn't shout wildfire to me.
It doesn't shout wildfire,
but they're specifically doing it.
It's the picture with it. Like if she had been there like that and not posted anything to the internet,
nobody would have known.
To me, that's a pretty dress. It's a cool concept. I had goth friends who legitimately wore pretty much that exact same outfit.
Yep.
However, we gotta
Yeah.
We got to take some things into consideration since people's homes have been lost. Posting.
People have died.
People have died. Posting photos of your dress, talking about how it's about, the fires is kind of wrong. Wow. So insensitive. The Negative Earth 108. That's one sick person to do that at this time. Because again, mind you, I don't know when this was. This article, though, was the 20th. So this article was from yesterday. We're being pretty relevant. The fires are still going on. They're almost all out, but they're not.
There was another red flag yesterday and today, though. So
yep. Big yikes, Sonia Bunny replied. How tone deaf can you be? People have lost everything. Quote, as someone who is native to LA, she should stay away. She clearly is not reading the room, Sweet Olive 242 said. Carol added the following statement to her private Instagram bio. Though it's unclear whether it's resulted in the backlash to Disney bound at the time of the article's publication, her profile photo was another angle of the wildfire-inspired outfit. Not a content creator, not an influencer, not a cosplayer, just a weirdo having fun with her friends. Again, you gotta read the room. Carol hasn't commented publicly on the response of the Disney bound, nor, in my opinion, should she have to.
She shouldn't have to.
She shouldn't have to. She chose to do it again, as she put it. Or it was her and her friend.
She's not a big creator either. She's only like 200 people. She's not a creator.
Correct, but
I don't know why she's getting canceled over that. She's not a creator.
I'm wondering what hashtag she did because it went big enough to go viral.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily the fact that she's a creator. It's just she did go viral for it, and it's insensitive, and she does make it clear that a whole group of them did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, you want to dress how you want to dress, as long as it's legal, go for it. However, if a emergency is going on and you're going to dress as the emergency,
read the room,
or keep it to you and your friends as an inside joke and let everybody go ahead and look at your dress and go, that's pretty. Because again, her dress was pretty. Yeah. But we're going to go back over to movies. This is going over to Screen Rant of all places, where Sonic 3 digital release date revealed after a record-breaking $422 million box office.
Do you know when the date is?
I don't.
Oh.
This was published 1 day ago. Sonic's digital release date has now been revealed following its successful box office run. The third installment, yada, 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 yada. As the film remains in movie theaters, Paramount now reveals Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will release video on demand on today?
Today?
What?
It's out now.
Wow. I guess I have to buy it because I own the other two. There will also be an option to digitally purchase the full Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie collection. Accompanying the video on demand announcement, they also confirm the third movie will arrive on 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD on April 15th.
Oh my god, that's so far away.
There will also be 2 collectible steelbook editions for the MK UHD and Blu-ray combo.
It's two different ones.
Correct.
It's a Shadow and a Sonic, as you could assume.
I would assume, yeah.
Which one are you getting?
I'm probably not going to buy the physical.
I might buy the steelbook.
Optical media bad, digital media good.
What?
Optical media bad.
It's not optical, but physical.
How do you read a disc?
Doesn't matter.
With an optical drive?
Yeah. How's that bad?
Okay, first off, if you know the joke, you got the joke. If you didn't catch the joke, you don't know it. Second, because optical readers die pretty consistently.
Okay, but what if the internet dies? What if your streaming service gets canceled? What if the server that houses your digital stuff, what if that gets shut down?
My camera's not at the right angle. Also, I was just going to point upwards.
What?
What's behind me and above me?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pirate flag. Yeah, see now.
Don't pirate.
Do not pirate.
Do not.
No. Oh, if for whatever reason Apple got all of its servers shut down, then yes, I would be in trouble for a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I think
that being said, I don't own like any physical movies.
That being said, I think all my optical drives by that point will probably be dead. So I mean,
I don't know, man. Collectible steelbooks are cool.
no, they are. I just don't have money for it.
Yes, sir.
Anything else important from this one?
No, just that.
But we're gonna keep with Sonic because Sonic's cool.
Sonic is awesome.
Over there at Variety, I believe it was Sonic 4 set for March 2027 release date.
Announced literally 4 hours ago.
Yeah, well,
This was hot off the presses.
well, 8 hours ago.
That was close.
Like it
I saw it 4 hours ago.
Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is sprinting in the theaters spring of 2027. The fourth installment in Paramount family-friendly franchise will be released March 19th. We can go for an early birthday gift for me.
Hell yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
That's all you really need to read from this article. The rest is just recapping box office and how well the third one did and everything we already know because we already talked about it because we love Sonic.
Because we love Sonic. Like, Nintendo does what Sonic don't, or Sega don't. But that being said, Sonic's pretty cool. You got to go fast. And we're going to go fast over to that park place, keeping still with Sonic, because Sonic the Hedgehog 4 gets great news as Jim Carrey open to returning to Dr. Eggman despite the 2022 retirement.
Despite already coming out of retirement for Sonic 3, he's like, maybe I could do one more.
Speculation swirled after his announcement, but despite supposedly calling it a career, Jim Carrey has returned to the screen as everyone's favorite lethal mustache twirling villain in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Last month, the movie raved audience reviews. He clearly loves the character, and the fans clearly love seeing him as Robotnik. He is fantastic in it. They say, Jim Carrey, be yourself. Have fun. He goes, okay, I do that. We might still be dying, so I might have to go ahead and switch those plugs around. Let's see. Of course, once the credits had finished rolling, fans had one question in their mind. Is Jim Carrey coming back for Sonic 4? In a recent interview, Carrey said that he's open to reprising his role as Dr. Eggman Robotnik in the future Sonic movies. He jokingly noted that instead of retiring, he plans to power rest.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So here's the actual quote from Jim Carrey. I'm definitely open. I'm open to the idea, and generally they come to me with the... I'm going to restart this because I just butchered that. I'm definitely open. I'm open to the idea, and genuinely they come to me with the next idea, and if I go, that sounds fun, then I'll do it. I don't feel locked to anything in life unless it's something that interests me. I certainly love this crew. I love this gang that makes these movies, and I love the fans. There's a lot really great energy around it. Great responses, and the fans jump in and say, how about if you do this? They've been super helpful. I think we're all making this movie together. Jim Carrey. It's a great answer. Yeah, I've got to change this cable around.
Again?
Because there's one port that's better for the laptop, one port not. You want to go on that?
Is there any more that we really need to talk about? Jim Carrey is one of the main reasons why the Sonic films. I don't think we need to talk about any of this. Yeah, we don't need to talk about any of this. But I should have sent these to you. Since they announced this today, they've been putting out some deleted scenes and concept art for Sonic 3. And without going into too much spoilers, it can kind of explain how Dr. Eggman comes back for Sonic 4.
Spoiler warning. If you don't want to listen, mute for a minute, because now I'm curious.
So, obviously, Dr. Robotnik dies at the end of Sonic 3.
Obviously.
How does he come back? Right? How do they get him back? There is concept art, and this makes sense when you're adapting the game for Metal Sonic, of a Dr. Eggman with him, that he is the ruler of that world. Because Sonic CD deals with time travel.
Correct.
So, it could be an alternate timeline where Metal Sonic is from with Eggman there.
That makes sense.
And that would make sense. Spoiler warning over.
Spoiler warning over. I did do some weird sign, so if you were skipping it, you knew. But, you know what? Surprisingly did okay.
This is not next. We have something else.
Do we have something else?
Yeah, we have a video.
We have a video that I'm really set up for the wrong item. Because next was it was dragons.
Yeah.
We want
I
to.
haven't seen this. I've seen a screenshot, and it got me a little excited. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I saw a little bit. Are we on the right screen? Yeah, because it blocks that screen when I switch it.
Yep.
So we're gonna check this out. This is the trailer.
This is a teaser.
It's a minute.
It's a teaser.
Yeah.
There are new shots in this trailer.
This one dropped this is dropped the 18th, so this dropped like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
When you carry this axe,
I mean, it's all these scenes.
carry all of us with you.
Dad, I can't kill dragons.
Right.
I can't.
Us with you.
Dad, I can't kill dragons.
Dude.
Okay. So Toothless, I'm not exactly most excited for because he looks like he's just pulled straight from the animated. This dragon design, that goes pretty hard. That's a pretty good dragon design.
But you will.
I'm a Viking. I'm a Viking.
Because, and don't get me wrong, Toothless design in the animated to me is like a perfect design.
Yeah.
He's so fearsome but cute and cuddly.
I
But
won't hurt you.
when translation to now live action with heavy quotations around that, he looks the same. Let's see.
There you go.
Yeah. So again, like we said when we looked at it before, it is straightforward, looking like it's just going to be a straight one-to-one retelling of the animated.
Yeah. I'm a little bummed out about that, but it's whatever. I would have preferred if they, told the book story instead.
I never read the books.
It's pretty drastically different, where like instead of him teaching everybody to train their dragon, right? That's just their culture already. Is they already train their dragons and such.
Okay.
But like seeing that dragon, I don't remember its name, but seeing that dragon, it awoke something inside of me, remembering those books and remembering like the names of every dragon like I used to. And like, I don't know, I'm a little more excited now.
All right. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, I'll go see it. I just wish that, like, I don't see the point besides money.
Yeah.
That is the only reason
It's
I
a
see
cash
it.
grab.
It is straightforward cash grab.
Yeah.
It's like doing Moana 2. Doing Moana 2, but
Live action Moana.
doing a live action Moana. There's no reason. It'd be like if we got a live action Frozen right now.
Yeah.
If we're legitimately going to just retell it shot for shot, why are we going to do it?
Because The Rock is forwarding the money on it. Did I say that out loud? The hierarchy of power in the DCEU is
The
about to
costuming
change
is not
forever.
great. The costuming is not great. Anywho, speaking of Moana, Disney Moana 2 tops 1 billion global box office, marks a record-breaking 2024 for the studio. Disney Moana 2 has officially surpassed the 1 billion mark. This is coming out Pirates and Princesses in global box office earnings, solidifying. I should have brought water in with me. Its position as the third film of 2024 to achieve this coveted milestone. With achievement, Disney has become the only studio in 2024 to release 3 movies crossing the 1 billion threshold. I mean, technically correct.
No. 3 movies released in 2024 that crossed 1 billion. That's correct.
That's correct. Disney.
Is it all in the same fiscal year? No. Well, actually, yes, it's in the same fiscal year. Is it all in the same year? No.
But it wasn't all released by Disney, in my opinion.
They were all released by the Disney Corporation.
Correct.
There you go. That's good enough. You're reading too much into it.
No, it specified the Disney studio.
You're reading too much into it. Let's keep going. We're already vamped too much.
Only 56 movies have ever grossed 1 billion worldwide. Disney has produced 32, an impressive tally that includes 3 titles inherently from its acquisition of Fox. A Walt Disney Animation Studio, Moana 2 joins the ranks of Frozen, Frozen 2, and Zootopia as the 4th to achieve this feat.
Yeah, no, Zootopia did.
Yeah.
I didn't know Frozen 2 did also. Or I should say Frozen 1.
Yeah, Frozen 1 was stupidly busy. Moana 2 box office breakdown, we've talked about this before. But we'll go ahead and we'll just do this first paragraph of it. The Dwayne Johnson, there should be The Rock in there. And Alui Cavalejo, I think is how it is.
I think so.
Led the sequel, which has garnered $445.1 million in domestic box office revenue and $567.1 million internationally, bringing its total to $1.01 billion. During its 8th week in theaters, Moana 2 earned $7.9 million across 52 international markets, experiencing a modest 32% drop in earnings. So it's not going to go much further.
No, it's not.
But
it still crossed the billion.
It's still crossed.
That's something to be celebrated,
which is impressive.
That's impressive, yeah, because we thought it wasn't going to break $1 billion.
No,
we thought it wasn't.
Yeah,
but we were wrong.
It also sat in theaters for like ever.
It has. I mean, what other releases?
Well, no, exactly. But it's sat in theaters for so long that it's had time to.
I mean, look at James Cameron, Avatar.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know I'm not
doesn't mean
wrong.
I'm not saying, and I agree with those films doing as well as they do either.
Yeah, the next couple ones are pretty quick because we got 2 more trailers, and then one quick little thing.
Well, we got 3 of your little Twitter things.
No, it's 2 trailers. Oh wait. Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't tell that to me when I was making
Yeah,
my
I did.
notes.
Yeah.
What Twitter things? Oh yeah, my Lorcana thing. I forgot.
I said share. Okay.
I said share.
This one you're gonna have to be the leading man on.
So, Until Dawn is a video game
Yeah.
that was it still is a Sony exclusive. I don't know. Point of the matter is, it's a
horror, isn't it?
it's a horror. What are they called? Storybook, not storybook. Oh my god. Where it's a game, but you're not really doing a game, like DDLC.
Oh, it's
Visual
novel.
It is a horror visual novel. No, it kind of has some gameplay, but it's mostly a visual novel. That is kind of choose your own adventure based, where its biggest thing is like the butterfly effect, where like every option you have matters.
Mhm.
That's all I can say without spoiling.
I know you said you weren't.
I'm not excited for this film after watching this trailer.
I'm looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone missing.
I didn't say that. Do a lot of people go missing around here?
Up the road.
Is this being filmed by Blumhouse?
No, it's Sony Pictures.
Oh, it is just something.
It's Sony Pictures.
Looks like it too.
Weird.
It's just the color scheme they have over.
That's my sister's
Very
sister.
reminiscent of Blumhouse.
What?
Guys, check it out.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
Oh my gosh! And I was like, okay, this is cool.
Is that how the actual?
Sort of. It's how it opens, and then this happens.
What the fuck just happened? We all got fucking murdered.
Is there time
And now
travel
we're
in the?
here
No.
again.
Oh.
The night is just gonna repeat itself.
I don't remember that happening.
Is that
last
the
time.
design of the
No.
monster from it? No.
Sort of. Loosely. There is a subplot of like an axe murder at the beginning, but then it evolves into something else that it's a reference here because it seems like each time they die, it's a different horror trope, which I think is cool and interesting. I hate that they're attaching the Until Dawn IP to it.
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
That's a lie. There's only
If you
5
want to
nights.
survive,
Or
you have to make it until dawn.
see, like we kind of get close here.
Is that?
It still could be on track.
I'm just gonna grab it. Go.
This
move.
icky.
Oh,
Ew.
is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
It's still in my face.
Any hoozle. But spoiler warning for Until Dawn, which is a like 10-year-old game at this point. Basically, it's about this friend group that had 2 sisters in it specifically. They go up to a mountain resort that one of them owns, or one of them family owns, and they run off from the group and they die up there. They fall off a cliff and are presumed dead. They come back like so many years later on the anniversary, and there's an axe murder plot that turns out it's the rich kid's owner, or rich kid is plotting to kill everybody for revenge for killing her. And then during that, a Wendigo attacks them, and the Wendigo turns out to be the sister that went missing. So that's why I say we're heading back in that direction with the Wendigo towards the end, but it's not at all like the game. And it pisses me off because the game is phenomenal.
Well, when it comes out, that'll be your review, and
You're not going to go see it with me?
I don't do horror, you know that. the only bit of horror I will do is FNAF, and even that I'll do.
You do it at home.
I'll do it at home in the lights. I don't do
that
horror.
theater experience was phenomenal for FNAF.
I don't know, Markiplier and the Matt Pat weren't on the screen.
Matt Pat was. He lied.
No, but like not in the corners, like breaking it down. I need Matt Pat to take me through and break every scene down. But we're going to change up your order a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and go into our last video trailer. And this one is for a little game that nobody knows about.
Nobody knows about.
Called Marvel Rivals.
My favorite video game right now. This was announced this morning, and it starts tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess they don't want to wait on any of their announcements, but let's take a look.
For the Spring Festival.
I mean, that would make sense for this one.
Well, it's Lunar New Year.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
The Iron Fist awaits your command.
I'm not crazy about this game, I'll be honest with you.
Attention team, Black Widow is combat ready.
Yeah, that wouldn't pull me
Actually,
in.
I am crazy about one of those. The Star-Lord one is good.
It's okay. Are those only 3 new skins?
Yes.
Is there a new game mode?
Yep. We're in the soccer game mode.
So developers saw the...
No, they saw the sport football. Thank you.
Really? Because this looks like Rocket League.
No. They saw the sport football. That is popular around the world.
You know, there's this game called Rocket League that's based on football that's popular around the world.
Yeah.
It has a very similar arena.
Yeah. Best part about it, the Star-Lord skin is free. The best skin. It's free.
I mean, out of the 3, I think I like the Black Widow one more. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I'm not crazy about any of them. None of those would pull me back
Why
in.
did they take the sleeves off? Oh my god. So, yeah.
That's a quick, easy one.
Yeah. I got 2 more, I think. And one of them's like, oh no, I have 3 more.
You have 3 little Twitter posts.
One of them's like, look at this thing, it's cool.
Like we legitimately just went over the fact that you had 3 little Twitter posts still next.
Yeah. I'll pull it from today.
But jumping from one that I'm curious about is Lorcana.
Lorcana! I can give a lot of insight into these. And there's more info than just these images. I found out.
Okay.
I sent it to the group chat.
Yeah, I don't want to pull up the group chat.
Yeah, that's fair. So go ahead and click on the top right image first.
You went to top right first.
Yes, we'll do the top left last. So Arcesia's Island. That's what I'm just gonna call it. I know that's not right, but Arcesia's Island is coming out in 5 weeks from today. I'm gonna get mad at the end of this. Here's the artwork featured on the starter decks. The starter deck box. Interesting to note. I know it's gonna be really hard to zoom in on it. What are you looking at?
Well, we have Mulan and Mushu.
Yeah, that's the big part, is that Mushu is finally in Lorcana.
Well,
sort of.
Maybe.
To what end? Who knows? You got Alice in the top left.
There's Belle and the Beast.
Belle and Beast, which Belle and Beast are on the starter decks.
The Dalmatians along the side. The rest of her
Cusco
crew.
and Yzma. Not Cusco. Kronk and Yzma in the top left.
Yeah. I was trying to see if there was anything else that was kind of like hidden here.
Not really. Mostly
Not
Mushu
really.
is the biggest thing. Go to the next image on your right.
Ooh.
Here is the pack artwork featuring Mirabelle, Bolt, and the Mad Hatter.
I like the Mad Hatter art.
I like the Mad Hatter.
That's odd.
You know what's even hotter? Bolt. Oh yeah. And then Iago and Bell are featured on the front. Starter decks. We're doing blue red again. I'm not gonna get the starter deck system. I'm not gonna get that one for my mom.
I'm curious about this Bell.
Yeah, she's gonna be blue, and then Beast will be red, obviously.
I don't know. Beast looks smart. Beast looks like
Beast could be blue.
Beast could be the equivalent of a Gaston.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was just going based off of their outfits. And then we have Iago and Jafar. I want you to zoom in on that Jafar, and I want.
Well, it's him wearing the crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that the first time I looked at it.
Oh, I noticed it immediately.
And it's steel and purple. Steel amethyst.
Okay.
But yeah, he's wearing the crown. That's pretty big, in my opinion.
It looks like that's the last of the images.
And then don't go to it yet. I said don't go to it yet. Then they have posters for Reign of Jafar, which is the set after Arkezia Sea, and that has the date of June on it, which that was our first announcement of that, which I think is a pretty fast turnaround comparatively, because this is the biggest gap we've had in sets, because we have an extra month on this set.
Yeah.
And then you can pull it back up. They also had a poster for Fabled, which is going to be set 9. Now, looking at it, it looks like they're on a carousel. Initially, first impressions, it looks like it's medieval, right? But it looks like they're on a carousel. So people are speculating this is going to be another celebration set after we defeat Jafar. Yeah. Which, when you put it that way, I get less excited about it. Unless it still has that medieval theme on it, I think that would be pretty cool.
Well, there's definitely a carousel.
Yeah. But I like that Mickey.
I like that Mickey.
I like that Mickey.
And it's a similar crown to the to Jafar's crown, just gold instead of the purple spikes going up.
It's just a crown. It's not the Hexwell crown. But time to get mad. What cards have we seen from the set? The Moana 2 promo.
Yeah.
Where's World's info?
Is World still not out?
Still no info.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm wondering, in the nicest way to Ravensburg, if they're running too fast for themselves.
You think so?
I'm starting to wonder so. Because again, as you put it, by now, we would have already had the first.
We would have
live
had
stream.
like the first third of the set by now. Announced.
Well, but we would have had at least had the first live stream with him sitting down and going through just some of the understandings of how this next set's going to play.
Yep. We haven't had that.
We haven't had that yet. Again, going back to last week, Nationals was a mess. Them then trying to turn around and do Worlds at the busiest place. Well, used to be the busiest place in the country. I don't know. I don't know if they necessarily are on it and can do it right now. But we'll get off that grim topic and go to
It's a short little thing. I saw this and I thought of you because we kept looking at the poster and we were like, that's a good poster. And then I saw this marquee and I was like, that's a really good marquee. Have you watched it yet?
we go to the monkey.
It's a video.
It is a video. He's so creepy looking. It's a good marquee.
It's a good marquee. That's about all.
Which is interesting because one of the scenes that I've seen in one of the different trailers that came up, it came up at like 2 in the morning last night. Like I could not sleep and I was watching YouTube and it came up. I'm like, why are you feeding me this in the middle of the night? But at least in that one, I believe he had symbols in his hands.
I don't know, man. It just looks good.
It looks good.
It's a simpler motion than the symbols.
Probably. Well, it's probably not even that.
It's easier to put together.
It's safer
That too. Yeah.
for being in a walkway area.
Yeah.
And then our final little thing that I still don't know what it was because I really
You
don't.
didn't look at it?
Oh,
Right.
that's right. That's right. I know what these are.
Yeah, this isn't good.
So, we
Stella Nova
over at Universal Orlando has opened.
Was there a press today?
It was either the press or officially opened.
Yeah. Not too sure which one.
So we don't really have much info into all this. However, according to Kevin Hembuck, we'll pull it up for you guys.
Over on X.
This is over on X. So I imagine these are correct because he has pictures, but it's X. Parking prices saga continues. Apparently, this has been
This is an update to something else, but like this has more recent info. That's why I shared it first.
well, this is the only one you shared.
This is the only one. This is why I shared this one as opposed to the original.
So there's officially 4 different parking prices for Stella Nova. An $18 guest emails,
Which is the first image. They were told self-parking was going to be $18
Okay. Thank you for catching me up with the context.
in the email.
$21 media preview.
So at the media preview, there were signs that said $21. Okay?
Okay.
And then
$23 my hotel reservation email.
So at the reservation email, it said $23.
I see why this is a bigger deal.
Yeah. And then today,
The actual price when you come to the hotel, daily visitor 65, overnight 30. Okay. Ouch.
this is in Florida, not in California.
Well, I don't have reference in Florida, so I can't refer to that. For a long time, if you had a hotel stay, I believe your parking was included at most hotels at Disney. I'm not sure. In California, though, if you are going to do self-parking overnight, it is $40 at Disneyland Hotel. I don't remember where Pixar. If you are going to valet, it is $75. So the pricing is still better than here. The 65 daily, that's hurts. That's high.
But what's the price?
Well, I mean,
Why does it keep changing?
so what they honor for you, $18. All the employees have been wonderful.
Huh?
I'm reading his comments.
Oh.
So my guess is since he had the first confirmation, they probably went with that.
Okay.
Just imagine how many meetings there were just to set the price of parking. I mean, that's probably a lot of it. It was back and forth of how many spots do we have, how many spots are we going to sell?
Yeah.
Right now, I think
Do you think the 65-30 is temporary, and then it's going to be that 21-45?
I could see it going back to the 21-45.
Okay.
I think the 65-30 is
right now for
hype.
previews and
It's
for
preview.
first year probably.
Maybe not even for first year. Remember, right now the hotel is the only way to get a insider view to the new park. We can't go in yet.
Yeah. Can you see the park from the hotel?
The centerpiece of the park is the hotel.
Oh.
So you know in all the concept art how we see all the gateways to the different, and you have that one big building in the back. That's the hotel.
Oh.
That's the big deal of it, is the guests would park on the back side of the hotel, which means parking is more limited, which is why how many spots you have in sell because the guests can enter from the hotel right into the backside of the park.
Okay, that makes sense. Why?
And so if you get a hotel room with a park view right now, you can see the construction. So I'm almost wondering if that $65 is more so there to scare you and not, because if you're not going to be going into the park, why are you going to pay to park here?
Yeah.
It's not a reason.
Yeah.
Unless you're staying here. I think it's going to go back to that 21.45. I think that's really where we're at. I think the 45 is because, again, that it is parking for the park at that point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We don't have any details if you'll actually be able to use your pass to go in that way without being a hotel guest. But I get the frustration. What makes me happy is this right here.
Yeah, that they still honor the 18. From everything I've heard, the hotel staff have been wonderful today.
When I checked in later, I'll be like, and parking is 18. It says on my email, right? Just in case. I mean, that's really right now what you got to do. If you got an email that came to you.
Yeah.
This price is high, but it doesn't shock me because of where we live.
It's more so the fact that it kept changing.
The fact it kept changing was annoying. My opinion is you should never use what the media preview signs and such that people took pictures of. Don't use that as any reference.
Yeah.
Because even out here for simple things as food, media preview pricing changes continuously because they're figuring out the value of it. And frankly enough, one of these signs, this is like a 10-minute fix.
Yep.
The fact that they got two different emails
with two different prices,
that's
weird.
That's weird. That means that they really were unsure. I mean, part of me also wonders if this is actually his email, or if he was using somebody else's. Because, again, as he words it, the $18 is on a guest email. The 21 was on the media preview. The 23 was on my hotel reservation email.
Yeah.
So it makes me think that maybe he saw somebody else post the 18 and he's just reusing that one. He got the 23. He showed the 18. They honored it.
But even then, like, why is it changing that drastically for different people if it's all the same day?
When did they reserve it?
Okay.
If let's say the first one was maybe media and they were able to get a reservation in early, and at that time it was 18, and then when they went back and reevaluated before it officially went live, it's why a lot of times they ask you not to share anything that they show you, or like they hand you a paper, because again, things from, well, I mean, we saw it on the Wish, things that were talked about and like items on the Wish that we were going to quote unquote have. Not everything made it by the time we got on the ship in like 4 months.
Yeah,
that's just unfortunately how sometimes things shift. I'm wondering if that's the case, is maybe somebody went ahead and did it. On top of that, there is always the chance maybe the person who had the one and has the self-parking for $18, maybe they have a nicer room. And it could be that you paid a little bit more here, so we're going to get a discount over here.
Yeah.
I don't know all those pieces of it. It is weird. This is, again, not a shock to me because of what our pricing is out here.
Yeah.
But again, a piece like this would be a harder one to do because this is a big layout. So this may be what is official. This may be what the final one is, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
But interesting.
That's all for this week.
That was a marathon.
Yeah. Was that longer than last week?
I don't know.
By like 16 minutes, I think. I think we were at 8:30 last week.
I don't know. It was a marathon. And now I get to edit it.
Yep.
But you get to go ahead and do the fun task of liking the video and subscribing to the channel.
Look it up.
And getting back here and joining us live
next week
on Tuesdays
from the Disneyland Resort.
We are.
Next week.
We are.
Yeah. Did you forget?
I knew it was coming. I didn't know when.
It was next week.
So I've got to figure out
Power.
what device we're going to use.
Yeah.
Probably my iPad.
Yeah.
That's going to be a pain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But we will be at the Disneyland Resort. We're going to be at California Adventure more than likely.
More than likely.
We're supposed to be live at 6, so we might be in a Tesla.
Maybe.
Just to be fair. If we are in the park, we'll probably be sending others to go grab food. And you can see some of the Lunar New Year Festival food. That'd be fun. Do some live tastings and libations because liquor is good. Anywho.
I don't know what he's on about.
You don't like liquor?
No, none of the cocktails excited me. Oh, there was like one.
I think there was one or two.
Hot dog bun. Hot dog pretzel.
No.
Hot dog pretzel.
I'm tired.
George is tired.
I have to edit.
If you just learned this far into the video, go ahead and comment Star-Lord's muscular biceps.
Sure. That's a thing. Until next time. See you guys.
Bye.